Welcome to the White Greer Margaret High School Football Game of the Week. It's a Mingua beats Jerky UK Sports Medicine Game of the Week. LCA, Lexington Christian under Oakley Watkins, and Danville Admirals under Steve Stonebreaker. His first year there, coach, and he's done a marvelous job. You look at before he took over, they had lost 23 straight games. He took over, and they're just one play away, 20 seconds away from being 8-0. They're 7-1.
Yeah, they got upset by Lincoln County, and Lincoln County's a good football team. They're 7-1, and you know this team, Danville. People don't realize Danville has won 11 state championships, Gary, and we always called it title town over there.
Sam Harp won most of those titles, along with Tom Duffy and coaches like that over at Danville. The Danville Admirals also have the state's leading scorer in Javion Mukes. He's a freshman coach. There are 5 freshmen starting for Danville.
Yeah, there are 5 talented freshmen. And he has, 22 touchdowns?
Yes, 22 touchdowns. And Lexington Christian, they come in with Nash Whalen. He's like Brady Watson at Lexington Catholic. He throws touchdowns, he runs touchdowns.
Yeah, we've seen several of those people this year. Pretty impressive. I'll tell you what, Lexington Christian's the team to watch defensively, too.
Yes.
If they can stop the Danville running attack, they should be in this game.
And the RPI, if you look at the RPI, Danville is second in the RPI in AA. Lexington Christian is number 4. So this game will go a long way in deciding who gets home field advantage in the playoffs.
Yeah, we start thinking about the playoffs right now, and you're right. You want the home field advantage.
LCA also has a tough defense. They're very physical, coach. They're a very physical football team, a lot of size. And the one guy that you note on defense, Logan Mays, number 84, 6'6", 225, coach. He's a load for LCA.
Yeah, he's playing defensive tackle, but he also plays tight end. He's quite an athlete himself.
And Danville comes in with a really good receiver. The quarterback, by the way, is Dylan Kruver. He's one of those freshmen we were talking about. Trenton Sellers, the wide receiver, has 19 catches for 369 yards, coach, and 4 touchdowns.
Let me interrupt you for a second, Gary. Lexington Christian has won the toss, and they deferred.
So Danville will receive the football. We'll step out, take our first break. We come back on the Mingua beats Jerky UK Sports Medicine Game of the Week. We have Danville going up against LCA here at LCA after this timeout. LCA taking the field. There come the Danville Admirals on the field. Danville will start Sasha Wade at center, 275-pound senior. David Shelton at a guard. The other guard is Bryson Caldwell. Right tackle is Keegan Jones. Left tackle will be Dyron Moody. He's a big 265, a senior. Tight end will be Jacaven Walker. And in the backfield, you got Dylan Kruger will be the quarterback. Running back Javion Mooks, and he's, as I said, leading the state in scoring. Savion Johnson will be the blocking fullback or tight end, if you will. And the other receivers are Trendon Sellers, Gavin Walker, and Cam Peters. And now we'll try to take a quick look at the defense for LCA here. And Jamie Lee Patterson will be the outside rusher. Jackson Ramsey, Logan Mays, who we already talked about. Linebackers Conrad Hart, Mac Darlin, Thomas Sizemore, Bodie Darlin. And you look at the backfield, the corners will be Jeremiah Burbridge, Sam Pearson, and the safety, Colin Hensley and Nash Whalen. Those are the starting lineups for each football team, Coach. And then first, right off the bat, we'll get to see Javion Mukes.
Yeah, it'll be really interesting to see how the LCA handles him. We watched a couple videos the other day, and LCA is running like 2 or 3 different defenses. One of them, I don't think we're going to see it tonight, was what I used to call the confusion defense, where everybody's standing up. Nobody's down in the stance. They're going to the gaps and so on. But they're going to have to put a couple hats on Mukes.
Dean Hester will kick off for LCA, Coach. Our kickoffs this year have been interesting. When we do Lexington Catholic, they kick it in the end zone every time. But a lot of teams have been kicking short pooch kicks.
Yeah, a lot of teams are trying to get that ball rolling on the ground, which is hard to pick up. Then they try to get downfield quicker.
There's a good look at Oakley Watkins. And Jutavian Beasley is back deep to receive this Hester kick. We're just about set for the Mingua Beach Jerky UK Sports. And here's the kick. Deep kick, and it will drive back into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback as he went in the end zone. And Beasley will just have to bring it out to the 20-yard line. That's where Danville will go to work, Coach.
Right, and in high school football, anything in the end zone is dead right there. It comes out to the 20-yard line. You cannot run it out of the end zone unless you touch it in the field of play and it goes back in the end zone.
I don't think Beasley thought it was in the end zone, though. He was looking down.
He was mad. He wanted to run the ball out.
So to be at the 20-yard line and facing the LCA defense, it's a stout defense, Coach. Trey King came from behind, caught a touchdown the last seconds to beat Lexington Catholic for the Eagles. Eagles and Admirals here tonight at LCA.
Okay, I got something to say in a minute after this play.
Quarterback Kruger sends motion to the far side, slides, fakes, looks to throw it, throws it downfield, and it's up for grabs and almost caught. I tell you, that's a great effort by Cam Peters.
Yeah, and an excellent effort by Jeremiah Burbridge, too, to knock that ball away. But that's what I wanted to say, Gary. I swear, I don't know for sure, but I would love to run that back because I think that Jeremiah Burbridge was in their huddle when they were talking on the sideline before they sent the kicks out. He was just standing there listening to them. And you know what? That doesn't surprise me.
Well,
I know the Burbridge family. It does not surprise me.
He just dropped in there, Coach, for a quick comment. Now, Javion Mukes is the running back behind the quarterback, Dylan Kruger for Danville, both freshmen. Kruger under a center, double tight ends, slides, he pitches it now left side, and there's Mukes, and he's hit and knocked down. Good play, and that's a nice play there by Nash Whalen.
Yeah, Nash Whalen's going to be in a lot of tackles. He's a defensive back, and he can come up and cover quickly for runs, covers passes well, too.
He's going to lose yards. It'll be third down and about 15 yards to go for Danville. The first play, they try to air it out for a long pass, and number 5, Cam Peters, can come up with it. And then they try to run to Mukes, and he was tackled in the backfield.
Yeah, they're going to try every way they can to get Mukes to football. We got a timeout already, Gary.
Danville will call a timeout. Third down, they want to talk about it.
Let's take one with them.
So we're going to step out too. Thanks to ecampus.com for sponsoring this game here. The Mingua Beach Jerky UK Sports Medicine Game of the Week. Welcome back to LCA Danville here at White Greer Maggard Orthodontics Field here at LCA. No score yet. This is the opening drive for Danville. There's a good look at the LCA crowd here on this homecoming night.
Yeah, this will be an interesting stop here. If they can get it, they should get decent field position. But they've got to be careful.
Dylan Kruger. He's got twin set to the near side. Wideouts both sides. Empty backfield. Waiting for the snap at the 15. Back in the pocket. Looks right side. The airs it out, and player is knocked down. That's going to be interference, Coach, as the intended receiver was Jacaven Walker. He was knocked down before the ball got there, Coach.
It looked like they got tangled up here, but, yeah, you're right. A little push. The push came from 33.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, it was a good push, to tell you the truth.
Well, that was Mac Darlin. And Mac is a good fullback. He'll be back at his fullback spot, according to Coach Watkins, when they get in the playoffs, Coach.
Yeah, he was banged up a little bit.
That gives Danville an automatic first down at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. Have we seen Mukes back in there? He got tackled by pretty hard there by Nash Whalen.
I think he's in there now.
Okay, he's behind the quarterback, Dylan Kruger. Takes the snap, fakes, rolls to the left, getting pressure, sets up and throws it, and it's a ball to be aired out, and it'll be thrown to the end zone. Just threw it away.
Yeah, that should be grounding, I would think. I didn't see any receiver anywhere near him.
Kruger didn't have a real good pass on that one, Coach.
No, and LCA's running a 4-3 look. They like to take those safeties and roll them to the formation or to motions. So we'll see if they do that.
All the plays we've had in this game already, Coach. 11:02 to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, that seems like it's moving slowly.
I guess the time is right.
Yeah.
Still shows 11:02. No score. Danville has it 2nd down and 10 at the 30-yard line. Kruger. Johnson shifts. He gives his second man. He shifts up to the 38 and still running. Close to the first down. That's a good run by Javion Mukes, who has over 1,300 yards coming into this game. He picked up 9 on that one, Coach.
Yeah, he picked up 9 yards. He had a really nice block back here by the running back, actually, what you called the blocking fullback.
Yeah, Savion Johnson.
Yeah, nice job to open it up. He broke through there. LCA gang tackles, though.
If he can keep doing that, Coach, Danville will be in pretty good shape.
Yeah, they'll wear out the defense if he keeps pushing him.
Mukes is 5'10", 3rd and about a yard. They give the Mukes up the middle, hitting the backfield, turns around, and it's going to be marked short. That's a big-time play there, and making the play, Coach.
Bodie Darling.
Was Aiden Lyons and Bodie Darling.
That's right. Bodie came from the backside down. You got to be careful coming down that quickly on the backside.
So 4th and about a yard. They're going to go for it. They try to go to Mukes. He has a 9-yard run tonight. Lost 5 on his first carry. That time they gained nothing. So 3 carries and what about 4 yards when you take away the 5, Coach?
That's right. And honestly, with that blocking back there, just give it to him. Give him the ball off tackle or in the B gap.
4th down, long count by Kruger. Slides, gives to the hit hard, and he's short of the first down.
He sure is. He was hit hard.
Mukes was hit and making the play there, Coach. That was big number 32, Thomas Sizemore, the sensational sophomore.
6 foot, 190 solid pounds. Boom. Really nice hit. Nice replay on that.
So LCA will get the football. 39, the Nick Greer's the center. Jack Kelling and Matthew Montgomery the guards. Holding Claber and Brody Adams the tackles. In the backfield, we got Nash Whalen. And we also got back there. LSU gets in there with him. That's going to be Jamie Lee Patterson in there, number 19. He's a load, Coach. And he got Trey King and others out, split out to the right. Now motion to the near side by Godallis. Whalen keeps it. 30, 25, foot race to the 10, and he's tripped up finally at the 5-yard line. There to get him is for Danville.
Yeah, that was Beasley.
Jatavian Beasley got him.
Yeah, Beasley ran him down. Thank goodness he was gone. That was an unbalanced line by Christian. They moved extra people on that side of the line of scrimmage and had a couple wideouts out there too, so there was definitely a natural hole there.
1st and 10 at the 5-yard line. Whalen takes the snap, gives it to Godales, hit and dropped at the 4-yard line. That's a nice play. Getting in there was David Shelton, number 50. Their defensive line is Shasha Wade, David Shelton, Deron Moody, Jaden Tandy. Linebackers are Mylan Peters, Braden Ford, the leading tackler on the team, Marquise Elmore, and we'll set the defensive backs after this 2nd and 4 play at the 4-yard line. They shift now with Godales going in motion, and Whalen fumbles it, and Danville tries to get on it. Whalen pops on it, and that's a good job because Danville almost got that ball as hustling in there, Coach. That was a great effort by Elmore. He almost got in there and got the ball.
Oh, I tell you what, he's just lucky he rolled on top of the ball. That puts him back a little bit. They're going to have to put pressure on. Now, they have a really good field goal kicker.
Really good kicker in Hester.
Yeah, so.
Jatavian Beasley is your left corner. Right corner, Zane Knott. Trendon Sellers and Jacavian Walker are the safeties. That's the defense for Danville. 3rd down at 11 at the 11-yard line. Whalen now. Twins out to both sides. Takes a snap. Drops back in the pocket. Looking over the left side. He's got his man King. And Drake King gets in. Tyler gets into the end zone. Tyler King with the touchdown.
Yeah, it's a really nice play. They kind of been going to the right side, and they set it up and then came back to the other side, little out pattern, and a nice catch, a nice run. So they're really good at throwing those short passes. I think Danville's trying to throw deep too much.
Yeah, you're right, Coach.
Christian's really good at the short passes. See that?
There's Tyler King, and he just takes it in the end zone untouched, and LCA leads 6-0. Coming in, Hester with the extra point. Kick is up out of the long snap of Hester, and it's good. 7:45 here in the first period on a touchdown pass from Whalen to King. They take a 7-0 lead here on the Mingua Beef Jerky UK Sports Medicine Game of the Week. We're back here at Lexington Christian Academy, just across the road from Reynolds Road, Myers, and all that. There's the turnabout down there, what's it called, a roundabout.
The roundabout.
And this is Lexington Christian Academy.
They told me that when they first put that roundabout in, there were a lot of student drivers bumping into each other on that roundabout until they figured it out.
Like bumper cars, right?
Yeah.
So Hester set to kick it off. Beasley back deep for Danville. Kick will go to the Beasley to the left side, bounces off his shoulder pad, and Beasley picks it up, and they're going to mark it and see where the official marks it. Going to probably be inside the 10-yard line, Coach.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking at these things, and there's some mistakes being made by Danville, and a lot of times when I look at them, they're freshmen that are doing it. Now, Beasley's a junior, so.
They marked it about the 8-yard line, so that's where Danville will have the football. And, Coach, are trying to get Mukes on the loose here, but so far it's been bottled up by LCA.
Yeah, you got to get the ball to your star. One way or another, you got to get the ball to him.
Short pass, screen passes, or anything, Coach.
That's exactly what I would try. Flare pass, screen pass, as long as you're quick enough to get out there and block that corner coming up hard. And LCA's corners come hard.
Dylan Kruger, Johnson, the fullback, in front of Mukes. He's at the 10. And dives up to about the 13, 14-yard line. There's a 5, maybe 6-yard pickup by Mukes, the leading rusher in the state of Kentucky, leading scorer in the state of Kentucky. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it's very impressive to have both of those things. But again, they had the fullback, the blocking fullback. He went to the left. Mukes went to the right. Maybe that was intentional. I'm going to start looking a little bit at the linemen and see if when they do that stuff, they're pulling guards.
They say it's a knee touch. They gave him 5 yards. Mukes up the middle, 15, up to the 17, 18-yard line. I think he's got the first down with the second effort, Coach.
Yes, he got it on. You're right, on second effort.
And Thomas Sizemore helped out on the play there for the Eagles.
Yeah, they look like they're going to power that ball. They're going to try to get the LCA weak and maybe get the gaps blocked. That time they pulled the backside guard in the tackle to try to lead through the hole there. So, yeah, they're going to get 4 or 5 yards of carry if they keep doing that.
Cam Peters will go out to the right side, and you got going out to the left side is Trendon Sellers. And now you got shifting by Marquise Elmore. He's going to the right side. They got the first down on the second effort there by the All-State running back Mukes. Only a freshman, Coach.
It's amazing. LCA in 4-3 still.
At the 19-yard line.
Strong safety.
Kruger takes a high snap, and he gives it over the left side and running up to and hit hard. They throw the flag down, and the flag is going to be down.
Yeah, it's a holding penalty against Danville.
Elmore, I believe, picked that penalty up.
Yeah, I think so. That was Marquise Elmore. He's another junior. Yeah, he actually tackled the defender. So, yeah, you can't do that.
So they lost yardage on the screen pass. They'll just decline that penalty, Coach.
Yeah, that was not a very good throw, too. He had to catch it from behind him. And
he just kind of shoveled it out there like a Mahomes pass or something, Coach.
Yeah, he can do it.
Second down and 15 at the 13-yard line for the Admirals. As Coach said, they've won about 12, 13 state titles at Danville. Sam Harp won both of those coaching there.
Yeah, Tom Duffy, a guy I knew, won a few too.
Kruger looking to pass, and it's going to be almost picked off, almost intercepted, and he's pounding the grass here. He can't believe it, and that was Burbage.
Yeah, Jeremiah Burbage on that one. He had the opportunity for it. 175 pounds, 6'1". Nice. He's thin, but he's fast.
Third down, 15, 13-yard line. It looks like that Coach Stonebreaker's the play caller for Danville, and he's over there trying to decide what he's going to dial up here on this third down and 15.
Well, they might have to call a timeout here because it's running late.
A little discombobulated, aren't they?
Yeah.
Third down, they got to hurry up and get this play off, or they take too much time. Quarterback is out of the shotgun. Kruger back to pass, steps up, and throws it downfield. It's caught. Great catch. Still on his feet, and he's going to take it up to the 44-yard line. That's a great catch by Trendon Sellers, and then he fought for extra yardage.
Yeah, it was a really nice catch and turnaround. You can't give the quarterback that much time. They ran by him. Nice throw. Throws on the run real well. I love to watch these quarterbacks. These high school quarterbacks have got it perfected. They have good coaching, and they get their feet right and make a good step forward, good release of the ball. Most of them throw to the right really well. Sometimes they struggle throwing to the left.
You're right, Coach. That was a good throw that time by Kruger.
Yeah.
They got Johnson in front of the tailback, Kruger. And here's the tailback, that's Mukes. He throws it, and it's caught at the 40, turned around and running down to the 20, still running down to the 5-yard line. That was a great play. They threw it out to Mukes. He rolled to the right. He fired it to Sellers, who nearly took it in the end zone.
All right, he shouldn't have fooled anybody because when he held that ball, you could tell he was going to throw it. That safety should have rolled over right away.
He threw it real well, though, Coach. He threw it over the defensive players.
Yeah, he did, but, you could tell it was coming. That was a trick play all the way.
That was about a 55, 60-yard pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a Steve Stonebreaker special. He called a special on that one. That was outstanding.
Dawson Farmer, 6'4", 190-pound sophomore, was back there, but he just got beat.
Now Kruger under center. Gives to his running back. He tripped in the backfield. Looks like he might have tripped over one of his own linemen. 51 there in the way.
Nah, he possibly could. It might be a little slick out there for some
Jones
reason.
was over there in the way. They're trying to tie the game up. 2nd down at the 5-yard line. And Danville needs a big play here to tie this game up with 4:05 to go in the first quarter. Pitching now to right side. He cuts it back. Still going. And then I tell you, that's a team defense there by LCA. They had 4 guys around the ball there. We see number 4 making a nice play, Bodie Darling.
Yeah, and number 32, Thomas Sizemore, as usual, in on the tackle.
And big number 52 is in there, Brody Adams.
You got to watch Jackson Ramsey too, Gary. He's a senior, 6'3", 300.
You wonder if Danville will go for it if they don't get the touchdown on this, or if they'll be satisfied with the field goal.
No, I think they'll go for it. I think they know where they are.
They got 2 downs to get in the end zone. Yeah. What you're saying, Coach. They got Johnson, the big fullback, in there, 200-pounder. They got Mukes at the eye back, and now we got a timeout call. We'll keep it right here. 7-0. LCA leads on a Nash Whalen touchdown pass to Tyler King of 5 yards, and now Danville came back, and their passing game has woken up on
their passing game has woken up. And I'm going to tell you something. That Coach Stonebreaker, Coach Stonebreaker, he knows what he's doing there. He called a timeout. He looked at that defense, Gary, and he saw the way they lined it up. He may not have liked his play call there. So he's got a timeout. It's first quarter, no problem at all. And the linemen came up. I don't know if we're watching it, but the linemen were foot to foot this time. So they looked like they were going to power in the middle. He didn't like the way they stacked the middle. So,
well, I'd go outside, Coach. I would fake it in the middle of 6 and go outside to somebody. They'll be wide open out there in the flats, but Stonebreaker calls the plays.
Yeah.
Admirals are 7-1 coming into this game. As Coach said in the pregame, the only loss was to Lincoln County, 35-32, and Lincoln County scored in the last 20 seconds of the game to win that game.
That was a good one.
Here's the quarterback, Dylan Kruger. Settles under. 3rd down and 4 at the 4-yard line. Gives around the right side. Pitches back, and they want to pass it again. They throw it in the end zone, and it is almost caught. I tell you, how in the world did Cam Peters almost come up with that pass, Coach? It was thrown by Mukes, but what a play, Coach.
Yeah,
Tell everybody about that.
That looked like a shot put throw out there trying to get his ball to the end zone. That was a run pass option. I'm sure he had the option to pass it, or if he could run it in, he could run it in. I noticed when they lined up, instead of foot to foot, they had normal splits, and the tight end was squeezed out a little wider. So they were looking to get him free on a pass play. You could tell he wasn't in there in his normal blocking spot.
They used Peters on that play too, Coach. He was one of the running backs in there that kind of handled it a little bit. Now they're going with on the 4th down at the 4-yard line. Kruger, quarterback, he has Mukes to his right. He's back in the pocket. He passes over the right side, and it's going to be, let's see, they call a catch. He caught it, but Coach, he's just shy of the end zone.
Yeah, and I think that's a good call. If he wasn't out of bounds, he was on the 1-yard line. Can we see that one again?
Yeah, you're right.
Very
Coach.
good. Watch this. Let's make a call here. He's out of bounds.
Yeah, that ball looked like it was out of bounds.
Yeah.
Didn't it? So LCA holds on with their tough defense.
We saw the replay upstairs and said it wasn't complete.
So they rule it incomplete or they rule it complete.
Well,
it's going to be LCA ball inside the 1-yard line, Coach. It was a catch. It's a shame they couldn't have caught that just inside that plane there, Coach.
Yeah, that's right. It was close to the pylon. It's good to throw for the pylon because the pylon is inbounds and across the goal and on the goal, across the goal line.
So Whalen under center. Nash takes the snap, gets it right side. There's Good Dallas to the 10, still going to the 13-yard line, and Dallas was stopped, and it looked like number 5
Peters
came in to make the hit.
Yeah, Cam Peters grabbed the hold. Another one of those tall, lanky guys, 6'3", 150-pound sophomore.
So here comes LCA. That was a good pickup of about 12 yards, 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They're breaking the huddle and spreading the field real quick.
Nash Whalen, 1st down. He's got receivers out to the right. He passes just as he's hit. He's got King at the 50. It's a foot race, and he's knocked out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. Tyler King, what a weapon, Coach.
Yeah, he's done this all year long. Very, very good receiver. Nice throw, too. It looked like he was going to be sacked. Watch how close he is to being sacked here, Gary. Ooh. Nah, he just released on the field. It wasn't anything fancy.
And Zane Knott knocked him out of bounds. The defender at the 20, they said he had the 24-yard line. Goodallis behind Whalen, and Jamie Lee Patterson's back there as a blocking back. Twins out to the left. Burbridge is out to the right. Whalen has King out to the left side, waiting for the snap. Back in the pocket. Those at right side, and Patterson hit and dropped. At the drop there and coming up to get him, Coach, is Cam Peters with a stop again.
Yeah, Cam Peters up a nice tackle on this play. I like the way, nice job. Yeah, he came up pretty quick on that play. A little hitch pattern, well covered by the defensive back.
Cam Peters, back-to-back plays. It's a minute 45 in the first quarter, 7-0. Here's Whalen, takes the snap, cuts back to the 15-yard line as he stopped there, and that's a good run by Whalen and a good tackle made, and it's made by Marquise Elmore.
Yeah, that's one of Whalen's favorite plays. They put that slot in motion, fake it to him, and then he just runs the middle of the field. They double team and usually kick out on that play. I like that play a lot, and he usually gets 3 or 4 yards on it. Foot to foot.
3rd, about a yard. Whalen takes the snap, gives it to Dallas. 1st down, 10-yard line, 5, and he's going to get in. Touchdown. 15-yard TD run by Goodallis. Bennett Goodallis.
Yeah, watch this. Nice job here. Handing off. Excellent blocking. Let's take a look at for LCA. Really good block there by Christian Shackelford to open up that hole.
So we got in for the extra point. Hester, Dean, long snapper will be the other Hester, part of that triplet combination. Here's a kick up by Hester, and it's going to be good.
Hester to Hester.
14-0. LCA on top. A minute 3 to go in the first quarter. We'll keep it right here, and LCA will be kicking the ball again to Danville. And Coach, this will be a 3rd kick we've seen coming to Danville.
Yeah, LCA looks pretty good. Right now what it looks like to me is the strength and the size of LCA is controlling this game on the line of scrimmage. They've gotten Danville's got away with some pass plays, but as far as running the ball, they're not been able to. So.
And they bottled up Javion Mukes. Other than a long pass he made, he hasn't had any long runs.
No.
Had one for 9 yards as his longest run.
Yeah. Now, where are we going to be next week, Gary Ball?
We are doing Bryan Stations at Madison Central. Madison Central got a really good team this year, Coach, and Bryan Stations coming on.
Yeah, they're coming on. They've got a lot of talent.
They've won, I think, 4 in a row.
Yeah.
Bryan Station.
Good
Madison.
coaching, new coach this year.
Oh, yeah.
So
JT Haskins.
Yeah, JT Haskins. What an athlete he was in high school.
Great athlete. Played for the Kentucky Horsemen. I did those games for about 8 years. He's one of our best defensive players. Here's a kick from Hester. Hester into it, and the kick is going to be deep and driving Beasley back to the end zone, and he comes out with it to the 15, 20, and he gets out to the 22-yard line.
Yeah, Beasley made a good return on that. Actually, if you noticed, his feet were in the end zone, but that doesn't matter. It's where the ball is, and the ball was on the 1-yard line. So, yeah, good run.
So, 57 seconds, under a minute to go here in this first quarter. LCA scored on a touchdown pass from Whalen to King, and then they scored on a Goodallis 15-yard run right up the gut.
Yeah, that was another really good play by Goodallis.
So here comes Danville trying to get something going. Javion Mukes, the running back, he gets the ball, goes left, takes it up to the 25, gets about 3 or 4 yards on it, where he's stopped right there by Nash Whalen.
Yeah, the linebackers got a hold of that one. They're doing the right. They're trying to get Mukes the ball in any possible way they can, Gary.
I would, Coach. I would line him up as a receiver and throw him the ball. He's thrown the ball twice to receivers that they caught, but he hasn't caught anything tonight from. I mean, he's so fast, so good. They need to get him in open spaces, you know.
Yep.
Second and 7 at the 25-yard line. Danville. Handoff goes to Mukes. Mukes trying to dance it outside. Takes it to the 28, 29-yard line. There to get him is Mac Darlin. Darlin helped out, big number 33, 220-pounder. Helped out on that play along with who else helped out, Coach? There were a couple of them in there. I know Sizemore's in there too.
Right. I think that's the end of the quarter here, Gary.
Okay, it's the end of the third quarter.
First quarter.
Third quarter comes to a close, and LCA on top of Danville, 14-0 here at Lexington Christian Academy on the Mingua Beef Jerky UK Sports Medicine Game of the Week.
Mingua meat sticks make you quicker, happier, and keep you at the top of your game. At ABC 36, this on-the-go snack keeps us energized with 2 flavors to choose from, mild and teriyaki. These low-carb, high-protein meat sticks will get you through your hectic day. Delicious and convenient, these healthy Mingua snacks are packed full of goodness. The ABC 36 team is fueled by Mingua Beef Jerky.
If you're dealing with a sports injury, UK Healthcare Orthopedic Surgery and Sports Medicine is here to help you get back on your feet. Ranked as high performing by US News and World Report, the same physicians who take care of UK athletes are here to offer expert sports medicine care for you and your family. UK Healthcare Orthopedic Surgery and Sports Medicine, official healthcare provider for the KHSAA.
I'm rolling on empty. Holla if you feel me.
All right, Gary, you good?
And the quarterback takes it, and he's going to be sacked. And there's a lot of people in there for Lexington Christian.
Yeah, number 4 made the first hit. That is
Bodie Darlin.
Bodie Darlin.
And Conrad Hart was in there as well.
Yeah, I like Darlin and both of those guys. They're good on the rush and they're good on the stops too.
So LCA will take over at the 25-yard line of Danville.
Well, they're giving him. I don't know. Did they not have a punter?
Well, I guess they got a punter, but they thought they could get it with 4th and short, Coach.
Yeah, well, they haven't got it yet.
Sutherland Chevrolet down in Nicholasville, corner of Main Street and 27, Sutherland Chevrolet. eCampus.com, a sponsor tonight, thanks to eCampus. Timeout on the field, 11:08 to go in the first half, and we had another timeout. Was that called by Danville?
No, I was probably called by LCA. Yeah, they had a little confusion on their offensive formations. You notice they had a motion. Well, they had a shift and then a motion. All right, a shift is fine. The motion has to be still though, because both of them can't be moving at the same time.
Or it's a penalty.
Yeah, or it's a penalty.
They had a penalty is why they.
So I think.
That was a good timeout.
I think Coach Oakley said, whoa, wait a minute. We don't want a mistake right here. He's a really good coach, too. You know, people don't realize that Coach Oakley's been at LCA for a long time, Gary.
Yep.
He was an assistant coach here for maybe 12 years.
Trip set out to the right side. And quarterback, of course, Nash Whalen. He wears number 8. He's runs the ball well, throws it well.
Yeah, he does.
Triple receivers out to the right side. 1st and 10. Gets inside to Godallis, hitting the backfield and played, and then nice play turned in right there. And Coach, that was a great play turned in by Braden Ford, the leading tackler on the football team.
Yeah, he got there quick. LCA brought the center back and pulled the guard, but when he pulled, the left guard pulled, that gentleman busted right through that gap to make the tackle.
Colin Hensley splits out to the far side. Godallis and Carter split out to the left. Whalen out of the gun. Looks to throw it. Throws it deep down the left side, and it's going to be knocked away.
Nice
good play turned in there by the defense secondary, and that was made by Zane Knott, a sophomore.
Yeah, another one of those good sophomores. Really good play by him to knock the ball away.
From Farmer. Farmer was the intended receiver. 10:25, that stops the clock. You got a 3rd and a long 10 for LCA, and Danville trying to keep them out of the end zone here, Coach, or they'll go down 3 scores.
Yeah, I think LCA needs to really try to establish the run. They're going to count on their pass for most of this game, it looks like.
King out to the bottom, trips out to the top for Whalen. Waiting for the snap, out of the gun again. High snap. Whalen brings it down. He's going to be sacked all the way back at the 35-yard line. And there were a couple nice players in there, Coach. In there was David Shelton. He was in there.
And Tandy, I think, too.
Tandy, but, you look at David Shelton. He leads them with 8 sacks.
Yeah, Shelton.
Yeah, 51
definitely
helped out.
Yeah, that's Jones, Kagan Jones. Danville is running a move to a stacked defense. They're stacking those lines. It's still a 4-3 look, but they're stacking the linebackers behind some of the linemen, and you can't see exactly which way they're going to go, right or left. They're doing a good job of blitzing them.
LCA faced with the 4th and 20 at the 35-yard line. Back is Whalen. Rolling to the left, slips and falls. He's grabbed, and who got him? That was number 50 again.
Yep.
David Shelton.
I don't know.
Shelton came into the game, Coach, with 10 TFLs, tackles for loss. He's got 2 in this game and 8 sacks.
Yeah, I think LCA wasted that whole series there, Gary, trying to throw deep once. They need to keep that ball underneath, throw underneath behind those linebackers. The linebackers are not dropping. They're rushing, or they're standing in there to play run. They're really good at throwing those little crossing patterns. So is Catholic. Really good at bringing a guy across the field, throwing underneath.
Lexington Christian,
so is Catholic, though.
Lexington Catholic.
Yeah, they're very good at those underneath patterns.
Oh, yeah.
So is Christian.
Yeah. Catholic's playing Bardstown tonight, Coach, in Bardstown. So Danville takes it at the 40-yard line, good field position for quarterback Kruger. Back in the pocket, airs it out to the left side. He's got his man 45 up to the 48-yard line. That's a catch there by Jacaven Walker. He takes it to the 47, 48-yard line. That's a nice play, pickup of 7.
Yeah, Jamie Lee Patterson on the tackle out there.
Jamie Lee. We like him, Coach.
Well, heck yeah.
Number 19, he's a hitter.
He's one of those hitters. He's one of those aggressive players with good size and strength, yeah.
Jamie Lee lives right around the corner from me, Coach, like I told you.
Well,
I could walk to his house if we wanted to. Well, I walk by it all the time.
Well, we need to get his mom to bake you a pie or something.
She was a Bengal cheerleader, his mother was.
Is that right?
His sister plays college volleyball. Good athletic family up to the 30, and that should be a first down. That's a nice job by Mukes with the second effort. I think he got the first down.
Yeah, that was a pretty good hard run. Aiden Lyons with the tackle.
First down up to the 50-yard line. So this would be key for Danville, if it could take something down here and punch it in, they'd be right back in this ball game.
Yeah, they really need to, and they're really trying to establish that run. Mukes has got to get going as far as they're concerned. They can get him to him, like you said, on a screen pass, run a little flare pattern or whatever.
Savion Johnson comes in. This time he's tied into the right side. And they got one lone back in the backfield for Kruger. He pitches now to Mukes. Round the left side, hit and tackle there, Nash Whalen.
Yeah, I like Whalen. Notice how he breaks down, looks at the hips of the runner, and just gets those legs. Watch him break down and make the tackle. Just, there you are. Nice job. I like that kid.
He's a solid player on both sides of the ball, Coach. LCA, if they can get this win tonight, Roberts Insurance, Joe and John Roberts at Roberts Insurance. They insure 3/4 of the great state of Kentucky. Football's at the 47-yard line, 2nd down and 13, as they shift Walker to the left. And the lone back is Mukes. Kruger under center, turns, fakes, throws it, passes over to left, incomplete, trying to go to Johnson over there. And it goes incomplete. Johnson, the intended receiver.
That was a really nice play. The throw was just a little too wide. I think he got too excited about the person being open there.
3rd down and a long 13 to go. There's Oakley Watkins, a fine coach of LCA in his first year, but he was an assistant here for about 10 years. Coach.
Yeah, he was a very good assistant, well thought of person. Actually, a very, very good choice to be the head coach here.
Brings up 3rd down.
Former head coach stayed on as an assistant, too.
Yeah, that tells you a lot, doesn't it, Coach?
Yeah, it tells you a whole lot.
Charles still here. Trips it out to the right side. Kruger back to pass. Looks to throw. Throws it deep down the left side, and it's incomplete. Trying to go up for it was Cam Peters, 6'3", sophomore. Went up and extended his body and tried to come up with the catch, but it goes incomplete.
Yeah, Nash Whalen was right there to try to knock it down, too, so he's all over the place.
So it'll be 4th down.
These teams don't punt. I don't know what's going on. Maybe they will.
Yeah, they'll have to here now, Coach, because it's 4th and 13. They have to punt the ball here.
Yeah, the punter lining up back there is Sellers.
Yeah. Tyler King is back to receive it. Low snap. Gets the kickoff. That was a good job just getting that off.
An amazing job.
It was a 20-yard line. 20-yard line right there is where King hauls it in.
Gary, that was a fantastic job of the punter that time. That ball rolled back to him. He scooped it up. Didn't hesitate at all. Punting the football. Decent punt. You got some athletes out there, I'll tell you.
Try to get comfortable in this chair, Coach.
Now you can move around all you want, Gary Ball. I'm happy to be here. Sellers is another junior. They got a lot of underclassmen on that Danville team.
7:05 to go, first half, and Danville they had a good opportunity, Coach, but they just couldn't advance it after they got that 7 or 8 yard run. Here's Whalen. Waiting for the snap. Comes pressure. Throws it in. It's incomplete to Burbridge. He had to hurry up on that throw because the pressure was coming, and the pressure was coming by Jaden Tandy.
Yeah, Danville's decided that's what they're going to do. They're going to allow the running game to happen right now because they're just shooting the gaps and coming hard. They're running that stack look most of the time. We'll look and see how they do this time in 2nd and 10.
The winner of this game really picks up some RPI because Danville came in 2nd in the RPI. Christian came in 4th. So whoever wins this game is going to be really in a good shape for the playoffs. Handoff. And he fumbles the ball. Danville's got the scoop, and they take it to the 1 yard line.
Oh.
I was going to say scoop and score,
no,
but he was just stopped at the 1 yard line, Coach, and that was Braden Ford.
Yeah, watch this. This was bad. Little handoff, he just pulled it out of his hands.
That play was made by Shelton, Coach.
Yeah.
David Shelton with 13 tackles for loss now.
Pretty darn good play. Bennett Gadalis made the tackle there. Saved him at the 1 yard line.
Yeah, saved a touchdown. So here's Danville first and goal inside the 1 yard line.
Yeah, that Lexington Catholic had first and 10 on the minus 1 yard line before. Now Danville's in a situation where they very possibly could score here.
They got the big Savion Johnson in there at fullback in front of Javion Mukes. And he gets a handoff and slides left. That's a touchdown. He got in. So it's a touchdown. That's his 23rd touchdown rushing for the season, along with a touchdown reception and 3 extra points. So young man has a lot of points on the season.
He does. And you pointed out before, Johnson, that the fullback, nice block. He really did a good job. He actually blocked 2 people.
So 14-6, just like that. That's what turnovers will do for you, Coach.
That's right.
Danville got the fumble recovery and nearly took it in forward, and then the touchdown run by their great player Muke. Kick is up, and there's a flag down. There's a flag down, as we said. And let's see what the flag is, Coach. The kick was off to the left. And let's see what the flag was. Unsportsmanlike, personal foul against LCA. So that'll take it down to the 1 yard line. But they'll still try the kick here. And the kick will be coming from Eduardo Cisneros.
I believe I would go for it.
I believe I would too, Coach. But Cisneros saying he can get this one up this time. He's going to kick it out of the hold of Cam Peters.
Lord.
Cisneros kicks it and hits the left upright. No good.
He doinked it.
So he doinked it off the left upright. And it's 14-6. LCA, 6:48 to go here in the first half on the Mingua beats Jerky. UK Sports Medicine Game of the Week. We'll be back.
Pit stop, got my boys Carl and Robinson rolling with me. I pump my gas, I grab my snacks. I'm saving cash with my Clark's pump and shop app. I pump and shop, I pump and shop. I use the app to pump and shop.
Use Clark's Pump and Shop app to earn rewards and save big.
Use the app to pump and shop.
All right, Uncle Rick, where's this legendary fishing spot you keep bragging about?
It's a family tradition, only the worthy.
On a Mukes 1 yard TD run, his 23rd touchdown of the season, and Danville back in at 14-6.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, the fumble was very, very critical there. Both teams have been kind of messing around in the middle of the field and not getting any scores. And then that fumble on the 1 yard line made a big difference.
Sure did. And now here's the kick coming from Cisneros. Fakes it. Now they're all going to spread out.
That guy's a big guy. It looks like a bowl.
Mox is only a freshman.
It looks like a bowling ball kicking a ping pong ball.
It's Mukes. And a kick it right side, and it's covered up. Yeah, we said that, King.
Coach Hudson.
22.
Who?
Coach Hudson, he's the baseball coach down there.
We said it many times.
He said he's a freshman.
I know. We said he's a freshman.
Aiden Lyons on there got the ball for LCA on that play. Took a chance to try to get the ball back with 6:46 to go in the half.
At the 45-yard line, LCA will have it right there. Well, good field position for the Eagles. Whalen takes a snap and hitting the backfield, but he breaks it. Gadallas,
nice
and then it's going to be hammered down right there, and that's a good play, and that's turned in. And number 12 got him, Coach.
Jaden Tandy, 6'1", 175-pound senior.
Rusher from the right side.
Yeah. Danville was expecting a pass on that play. They ran that stack look, but as soon as the ball was snapped, those linebackers backed out of there. But it was just lucky did a really good job of a stop on that play.
45-yard line. Fumbles the ball, Whalen to the right side, going to the 50, and diving forward, first down, Whalen to the 44-yard line.
Yeah, that was a nice play by Whalen. That ball was juggled completely. Nice block on the edge out there, though, Gary.
Who was that, Coach?
19 and 52. I'm looking at both of these LCA guys.
That's Jamie Lee Patterson, 19.
Of course it is. He's always in the play. And 52, Brody Adams.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Only a sophomore is Nash Whalen. The whistle blows the play, and it's going to be against LCA.
Yeah, 21, Marquise Elmore is in that stacked defense. He took a step like he was coming, and the tackle jumped. I think it was the tackle jumped.
So 5 minutes, 46 seconds to play in the first half. Lexington Christian up on Danville 14-6.
Now LCA's behind the flags again. They're behind it.
Any stats to report, Coach?
I'll check it.
Okay. We'll check the stats as soon as we get a 1st and 15 at near 50. Whalen throws it over the left side, and it's caught. Nice catch by Tyler King.
Yeah, Tyler King's been in.
I tell you what, Coach, if he was taller, he's 5'9". If he was about 6'1" or 6'2", he'd be recruited by everybody.
Yeah.
Kick and catch the ball.
Trendon Sellers, another play on defense, Gary. He's playing a really good game for the Admirals.
Down the 38-yard line. They got a stack to the right side, Coach.
Yeah, LCA's got that unbalanced look again.
Yeah, so timeout on the field. 5:10. Roberts Insurance, Joe and John Roberts on Main Street. Sutherland Chevrolet.
I'll take that, sorry.
Whitaker Bank. Thanks to all the sponsors, Clark's Pump and Shop. And thanks to ecampus.com. Matt Montgomery for sponsoring this game. eCampus are right over there on Palumbo Drive, Coach. And I tell you, if you want books, you got to see ecampus.com.
Yeah, we interviewed the CEO of that company before. They're good people. All right, Gary, first downs. Danville has 5. LCA has 5. Rushing, looks like not much rushing for LCA. I'm telling you what, they've got to get the ball moving. They've got to do something with the rushing attempts. They have 16 attempts, I think only like 37 yards rushing so far.
Is that LCA or Danville?
Yeah, that's Danville. No, that's LCA. LCA only has 37 yards rushing. Passing yards, they've got 90 yards passing, so they're doing that.
Yeah, King's got a bunch of them. And Burbage has some as well. Whalen with a full house backfield, shifting by Gadalis. And he fakes now, rolls to the right, catches King out of the backfield, down to the 30 and down to the 23-yard line. He's hammered down there by Trendon Sellers.
Sellers again. He's been on just about every tackle. Yeah, nice job. Nice little pass by Whalen. Has this little touch. He's smart. He knows that when he has those guys short, very short from him, like in the flats, he just kind of pops it to them really easily.
Yeah, that was another catch by Tyler King. We'll check all the stats at halftime. 4:47 to go in the first half. Nash Whalen takes it on direct snap, quarterback, and he dives down about the 15-yard line. And let's see who helped out there for Danville. 52, I believe, Sasha Wade helped out on that stop.
Yeah, we'll take a look at it again. See that little stack?
That's who they credit, Sasha Wade.
Yeah, Sasha Wade. Yeah, 13 and
52.
52, yeah.
So 13 helped out as well. And that's Ford. There's Whalen down to the 9-yard line.
Yeah. See, I like now what LCA's doing, Gary. They've decided, look, we got to run the ball against this team. There's 4 minutes to go in this half. We need another score here. We need to get up by 2 if we can. And they're running the ball hard now.
Nash Whalen looks like he might have hurt his elbow on the left side. Good thing he's a right-handed passer.
Yep, you're right.
1st and 10 at the 9-yard line. 3:52 to go in the first half. 14-6. LCA on top of Danville. King goes in motion. Whalen gives it to Dallas. Down to the 5 and slammed down right there at the 5-yard line. Ford got him there and also helping out. And the play, also helping on that play was Tandy, the right defensive end.
But I'll tell you what Brody Adams on that play, an excellent job of blocking, number 52, I believe, yeah.
Whalen from the 5-yard line, Nash gives to Dallas, hit and knocked backwards in second effort, trying to dive forward and gets into the end zone, I believe.
Yeah, I think so too.
Touchdown.
Yeah.
Good effort by Dallas.
Second
and third effort, Coach.
Jumping on by, get behind those linemen. Let them push for you. Look at that pressure, that push. That's where the strength is on LCA, is those big, strong offensive linemen.
And 62 came in the backfield and helped block there for LCA, Coach.
Yeah.
From the fullback spot, and he's not even listed as a starting lineman. 62. For LCA.
Yeah. 62 is Ramsey, Jackson Ramsey.
Jackson Ramsey came in and blocked that time, opened things up. Kick is up by Hester, up and good. 3:06 to go. LCA's jumped back out on top, 21-6 by 15 points here. We'll be back on the Mingua beat Jerky UK Sports Medicine Game of the Week, brought to you by ecampus.com.
Go, Gary.
Back here at Lexington Christian Academy. What a beautiful shot, Coach.
Beautiful shot. Our videographers are just amazing. Joe Allen and Tori Bailey just do a wonderful job up there.
They do.
Former football players. They know the game.
Joe Allen and Tori Bailey, you're right. They're fantastic videographers here on Pret Spin, King of Stream. Make it look so good. There's a kick. It drives Beasley back to the 5-yard line. Comes out to the 20. Now cuts it back and then hemmed in and hauled down to the 17-yard line.
Yeah, they never got him down, but they had a hold of him enough where he's not happy because he was never down, but he was stopped. There's no question about that.
And that was Sellers that time on the return.
Right, he's good.
Sellers, he has a kickoff return for a touchdown and a punt return for a touchdown. He's done it all for the Admirals this year. 21-6, Coach. 2:56 here before halftime. What we got coming up at half?
Well, we got UFOs, unheralded football overachievers. We're going to do 2 of those. And then we also have some stats we're going to give you, and we'll try to catch everybody up on the first half and how the game went. And, just talk a little football. Shout out to a friend of mine, Chris. Hold on. Yeah, Chris is watching. Chris Jacobs is watching the game tonight. My son in San Antonio, Texas is watching the game tonight.
Hey, Coach Hudson's watching down in Danville. He's the middle school baseball coach at Bate Middle.
All right.
That's my buddy right there.
Coach Hudson's watching down in Danville. Pass and almost intercepted by Whalen as it was intended for the receiver there, Marquise Elmore.
I don't understand these defensive backs. That's why they're not playing receiver, I guess.
Exactly.
They can't seem to catch the ball. And I know he's going to be upset about that, too. They love those interceptions.
2:50 to go on the first half. 21-6, LCA on top. Next Friday we'll be at Madison Central for Bryan Station. That'll be a great 6A game. Both of them are in the top 10 in 6A.
That is 2 teams filled with talent.
Yep, they got a lot of talent down the line, don't they? Quarterback Kruger throws it, and it's going to be incomplete. Threw it at the feet of the intended receiver, which was Elmore again.
Yeah, I think it was a good idea to throw that ball low because it could have been easily intercepted there. There was two defenders on. Also, shout out to Linda Meehan, my wife. My lovely wife's at home watching the game. and to my friend Dennis Morbido, who is not at home in Pittsburgh watching the game. He's in the mobile studio watching the game.
I don't know if Bridget's watching tonight or not.
Oh, I'm sure she got an ear on it at least.
2:46 to go in the first half. Roberts Insurance, Sutherland Chevrolet, Whitaker Bank, Uniquely Kentucky, BSN Sports, Clark's Pump and Shop, Return, Refresh, Refuel, Crown Trophy, Ryan Tyson and the gang over there, Lexington Diagnostic Center. Mingy's got a new flavor, don't they, Coach?
They got a new flavor. It's a secret.
Oh, it's a secret flavor. Okay. Kruger throws it deep downfield, and it's going to be.
I think it's caught. No,
it's picked off
intercepted
by Whalen, just as you talked about him, Coach.
Yeah.
He made a great interception on that. You said that's why he's not a receiver.
Well, he proved me wrong, Mr. Whalen. I apologize.
What a catch by Whalen.
Right over the top. Nice job. Right over the top. No, I think Burbage made the interception, but it was Whalen that made the interception.
What's that about?
Well, I'll tell you what. LCA, I think they established the run on that last drive, and that's what we were talking about, Gary. They've got to run the ball against these teams. They're big and they're strong on the offensive line. They need to control the line of scrimmage, run the ball down, get another score if they can. They have a good kicker. They can kick a field goal if they get close. As you can see, 2 minutes and 30 seconds, 6 seconds to go.
The sensational freshman, they've kind of hemmed him in tonight. He does have a touchdown run for Danville. Mukes. Whalen gives it Lasaga Dallas. He got some running room. Takes it down to the 35-yard line. Nice stop there made by David Shelton.
Yeah, number 50, David Shelton. Nice job on the stop. Boy, what we're seeing now is the offensive line for LCA taking over this thing. You could tell the defensive line have their hands on their hips. I don't think they've ever faced a team that has this much size and quickness.
Whalen is a sophomore. Dallas a junior, Coach.
It is homecoming, boys.
Yeah, it's homecoming. We said that in the pregame. Here's a give off the left side, and it tripped up at the 24-yard line.
Yeah, I think that the tackle was made by Zane Knott. You know, this Danville.
Everything we said, King.
Yeah.
Hey man, I didn't know.
Listen to it.
This defense for Danville is as quick as you can be in the secondary and at linebacker. I am extremely impressed with number 21 for Danville, and that is Elmore. I think he's a leader out there, and so is number 13, the other linebacker.
Blitz being shown by Danville, Whalen, and they're pointing to him, and here comes the blitz. He runs right
by it.
Whalen to the 10, 5, touchdown Whalen. Nash Whalen, touchdown, Coach. That's his 11th touchdown rushing for the season.
Yeah, he's really quick. A good one of those good quarterback run and throw guys. Faked a little toss. Had some really good blocking up there again. You got to remember that.
You know, one thing is Marquise Elmore was showing the blitz, kept coming, backing up, and then he ran right by him.
He ran right by him. He did.
27-6, LCA by 21, and Hester trying to give him a 22-point lead, a minute 32 to go here in this first half of action at homecoming here at LCA. You know, some of these players are going to be in that court.
Yeah, you would think so, yeah.
Hester waiting for the snap back from his, and gets the kick up, and it's good. 28-6, Lexington Christian on top. Minute 32 to go in the half. Crown Trophy.
You can take your break.
We'll step out here for this timeout. Coach Watkins getting a good smile on the sideline as his team leads 28-6. We'll be back.
All right, he said keep it here because we've already ran both 30s.
All right, well, we're going to stay here. The game right now is being controlled totally by LCA.
Yeah.
I'm going to see if I can grab some stats real quick, Gary, but it looks like that the Danville, they're trying to establish Mukes as a runner, and he is a superstar.
Yep.
You know, his stats, you talked about him before. 22 touchdowns, now 23 touchdowns for the season. And for LCA now has 10 first downs. And let's see, 8 rushing and 2 passing. 19 rushing attempts, Gary, for 104 yards. Whereas it looks like Danville has only 16. They have 16 attempts, but they've only made a total of 13 yards rushing. Their score came on a 1-yard score right after a fumble recovery.
Yeah, that was Mukes with the touchdown run. That's his 23rd touchdown of the season. Leads the state in scoring, Coach.
Yeah, he still leads it with that one touchdown tonight. But again, they've got to establish. They've got to get the ball to him more.
Here's the kick from Hester, low kick, and it's going to roll out of bounds. That'll be good field position for Danville up at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea to kick that ball on the ground like that, but not out of bounds. You really don't want to do that. So the kicking coach is going to have a little discussion on the sideline with the kicker. So these officials are doing a pretty good job tonight. Again, a reminder to people watching the game. The high school officials, we wish we had more. We need more high school officials, people. If you've ever played football or are interested, get in contact with the KHSAA. Let's get some more officials out there. But their number one concern, Gary, is safety.
Yeah.
You know, I know sometimes it looks like they're making calls too quick. They're calling forward progress stop maybe quicker than you'd like, but they're really concerned about the safety of the kids.
Dylan Kruger with Davion Mukes to his right. Motion now to the fakes now to Mukes. Those it over the left side, incomplete. He tried to get it over to the Walker, but there was another player coming in there. 21 was coming in there for Danville too.
Yeah.
They kind of crisscrossed.
Yeah, I think they had some confusion going on there. They weren't sure which one. The quarterback wasn't sure which one to throw to, so he threw it right between the both of them.
And it is incomplete. 1:27 to go. That stops the clock on the incompletion. 1:27, 28-6. Lexington Christian up. Boy, this helped their RPI if they win this game over number 2, Danville, in the RPI. Here's the throw down the middle. It's incomplete.
Yeah, again, they tried to throw it again to Walker, but covered really well again on that play. So the quarterback's having some strugglers out there right now. I think Danville's LCA's strength. We have another flag on the play, a very late flag, Gary. The White Hats having a little discussion.
Yep.
All right, we'll see what we got here. We got unsportsmanlike. Unsportsmanlike against LCA.
Somebody must have said something.
Well, you know what I'm seeing that they may be calling is these LCA Eagles, after they make a big play, they flap their arms like they're flying. Now, it's okay to do that unless you do it toward a player of the other team.
Yeah.
Then your intimidation there is not respectable, and so they'll call those plays. They see too many pro teams doing that sort of thing.
Danville checking their wristbands for the play. They send Trendon Sellers out to the right, trip set to the right, and Mukes goes out to the left. Back to pass, throws it over the right side. Gets intercepted by King. King coming down to the 50, trying to tightrope the sideline. He steps out of bounds. King, the interception. Tyler King.
Yeah, he's having a heck of a game. I tell you, if we're going to pick MVP right now, it would be Tyler. Yeah, that ball was just overthrown, Gary.
And that's a great interception.
Yep.
He just stepped out of bounds at about the 43-yard line.
He looked right there on the sideline like he could have belonged to your lovely wife's group at the ballet, the Lexington Ballet.
Kentucky Ballet.
Little tiptoe Kentucky Ballet did a little pirouette down there.
They got Dracula going on at the Opera House tomorrow night, 7:30.
It's a busy city this weekend.
Sure is, Coach. There's a lot going on. Keeneland, UK, and Texas. Who's going to win that game?
I think
Wayland.
Texas will win it, but
rolling to the right, getting pressure from Shelton, and stopped right there, keeping him in bounds. That's a good play, and that was made by Braden Ford.
Yeah, you're right. It was a good tackle. Wayland, I'm sure Oakley, Coach Watkins, he might talk to him at halftime and say, look, we're up 28-6. You don't need to be trying to run people over. You're our quarterback.
Wayland. Flag down's going to be against LCA.
Yeah. False start against LCA.
That'll send them back. It'll be 2nd down and 9 back at the 47-yard line.
Yeah, it's 45 seconds to go in a half. LCA may try to throw over the coverage if they can. They're pretty good at throwing deep passes right down the sideline.
Big holding Claber, 64. Big tackle there. Montgomery right side, and they got a huge offensive line. Wayland getting pressure, break steps up, and knocked down on a sack. That'll be a sack, and that was made. And, Coach, 51 was in there. That's Jones, Keegan Jones.
Jones also reached down and helped him up, Wayland up. That was good sportsmanship.
That's going to do it for the first half, Coach. Found 4 seconds, and it'll come to a close, halftime score. Or did they call a timeout? They called timeout with 2 seconds to go, Coach. I guess they're going to try a Hail Mary.
I think they are. I guess they are. Why call a timeout here with that lead?
Yeah, big lead, 22 points, and they get a pretty good crowd in here tonight.
Yeah.
Especially Danville brought a good crowd.
Yeah, LCA always has a good crowd.
It's homecoming tonight, so they got an incentive there, Coach.
They have a little tailgating going on up there too. You see a lot of little tents with sandwiches. We saw a couple guys when we came down that were really chomping on some good-looking food as we came down through there.
You mean they didn't offer you guys one?
No, you know what? I said something to them too. We both of us walked by them, and no, they didn't say, "Come on in and have some soup."
Mike, coach me, and what about who's your friend with us tonight from Pittsburgh?
Dennis Morbido. Dennis is
Morbido.
A longtime friend, probably my longest friend from first grade on.
Yep.
We played football together in high school. He went on to play football at Carnegie Mellon University, got a good education there. Coached for a while too. He sometimes regrets that he didn't stay in coaching, but he watches this and watches us, and he loves he likes high school football.
Trip set to the right. Wayland Rose right, looks back toward the middle, sets up, throws it deep, and it's caught by King at the 20. King down to the 10, and he stopped right there, Coach, at the 10-yard line.
Yeah,
Mukes and company helped out with a stop. As we go to halftime, LCA leads at 28-6 over the Danville Admirals here at halftime at White Greer-Magnard Stadium at the campus of LCA. We'll come back 28-6. Danville down to LCA here at halftime. We'll be back on the Mingua Beef Jerky Game of the Week.
All right, Uncle Rick, where's this legendary fishing spot you keep bragging about?
Yeah! It's a family tradition. Only the worthy get to know.
Uncle Rick, this doesn't exactly look like a fishing hole.
Every great trip starts with the essentials: gas, drinks,
and snacks.
Clark Pump and Shop, the first stop on every fishing trip.
Clark's may actually be the secret.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
Same MRI, same CT scan. Same items, different prices. So why would you pay more for the same thing? Lexington Diagnostic Center and Open MRI can save you 30 to 60% compared to the costs of local hospitals. We have a state-of-the-art facility in the Lexington area. We believe that every patient deserves the best in affordable, quality care. Avoid surprise billing. Come to Lexington Diagnostic Center. Imaging focused on you.
Mingua meat sticks make you quicker, happier, and keep you at the top of your game. At ABC 36, this on-the-go snack keeps us energized with 2 flavors to choose from, mild and teriyaki. These low-carb, high-protein meat sticks will get you through your hectic day. Delicious and convenient, these healthy Mingua snacks are packed full of goodness. The ABC 36 team is fueled by Mingua beef jerky.
Academy, where the halftime score 28 for the Lexington Christian Eagles and Danville Admirals. It's homecoming here. We got all kinds of stuff going on in Lexington, including a homecoming at UK and homecoming here at LCA. Congratulations to these young ladies and gentlemen that are involved in homecoming. We'll let that play on the screen for you as we do our normal halftime festivities here. First of all, we do what's called our UFO, the Unheralded Football Overachiever. And what I've done over the years in coaching, 34 years of coaching, I've really noticed that there are so many people involved in the programs who get no credit for what they do, and yet they go above and beyond. So what I did is I asked each coach to give me the name and some information and somebody involved in their program who does special things but doesn't get a lot of attention for their efforts. We call it the UFO, the Unheralded Football Overachiever. We've had some really good ones over the years. We've had custodians, managers, boosters, players, coaches. We've had so many. We even had a young man who was struck by lightning in Bowling Green and who ended up, they thought he was going to die. He came back and ended up being a manager on the football team and just did a super job. We're going to go over our UFOs. For Danville first, Coach Stonebreaker right away came back with this name. He said that his UFO this week is Clint Followell, who is the head groundskeeper for athletics. The way, in his words, we have the best natural Bermuda surface in the state of Kentucky, and Clint is a big part of the reason why. He is a former admiral for the football team and began by helping the head groundskeeper, Danny Gadberry, in 2004. He took over everything in 2019 and has become the head groundskeeper at that time, and it still is. He does a fantastic job of making our playing surface the best there is. He has a lot of pride in it, and as a former admiral. Now, we've been to Danville a couple times, and we've seen that field, at least I know, and I know Gary has, and it's a beautiful football field. Of course, they've had 11 state championship teams there, and they're very proud of what they do. We call that place Danville the title town because Boyle County has maybe 15 state championships or more. And so that's the same area.
It's known for title town because the college championship at Center, though. First national championship.
That's a very good point. William just pointed out the first college national championship was at Center College there. So it's a good title town for that school. Now let's talk at the LCA's Unheralded Football Overachiever. I'm trying to glance up at this screen, people. I'm sorry, but I'm watching these people come in there, and I'm wondering who's going to be the queen. We can tell you a little story about that later. Yeah. So let's talk about LCA. Bobby Klaber is the youth commissioner here. Bobby serves as our youth football commissioner and has been an integral part of the growth of the league. We have over 200 players in our youth football league, grades 1 through 6, Gary. 200 football players. Wow. Boy, that looks good for the future, doesn't it? Sure. And that is a testament to Bobby's hard work. A lot of which happens behind the scenes is involved with Bobby. That's their UFO. Now, I will say this from firsthand. I was a football coach here, an assistant coach under Paul Raines for a good 4 years. And the people here love their football and they love their athletics. And they will support them as much as they can. The boosters, the administration, everybody. So that's our 2 UFOs this week. Coach Stonebreaker picked Clint Falwell, and then Coach Watkins picked Bobby Klaber as his youth commissioner and his UFO. So thanks to those coaches for giving him that information right away. So quick, since we're going to have a long halftime, I'm going to jump right away to that story, Gary. So we had a couple games ago, we were doing a game where we had a homecoming at Montgomery County, right. And we decided we were going to interview the queen at halftime. So Gary asked a young guy that was standing there, a little kid, I asked him what grade he was in. He said 7th grade. I guess Gary decided I was old enough and said, would you go down to the field and get the homecoming queen and bring her up here so we can interview her between the 3rd and 4th quarter? The kid said yes. He said, please save my place, to another kid that was standing in the doorway. This young guy ran down to the field, brought back this young lady. As soon as she walked in the door, Coach Meehan, felt like there's got to be a problem here, because she looked around and said, what am I doing here? So she sat down on the chair. Gary gets on the microphone. The first thing he says is, well, congratulations on being the queen, homecoming queen. She immediately said, I'm not the homecoming queen. And we both looked at each other, and Gary said, well, let's interview her anyway. So we had a really nice interview with that young lady.
She was in the court, though, Coach.
She was in the court, and I asked the young man when we had a commercial break, I said, why did you bring her back here? He said, remember, he's a 7th grader. He said, I went down there, and I found the prettiest girl I could find and brought her back up here.
We should have got that kid's name.
Oh, yeah.
He was on point, wasn't he?
Yeah, that was a fantastic.
That was a
and she was a good interview.
Yeah.
She really was a fine young lady,
Yep.
very articulate, and did a good job. Later on in the year,
But she wasn't the homecoming queen.
she was not, but she was in the court. But later on, we actually.
I'd say that's her queen right there, a little blonde-haired lady.
I don't know. I will not take a chance anymore. I want to see the crown on her head before we declare her king, for sure.
Yeah, let's let them name it.
We got to take a 2-minute break.
We got a 2-minute break. We'll come back and we'll name the homecoming queen here at the Lexington Christian. They're up 28-6 on the Mingua beat Jerky. UK Sports Medicine Game of the Week.
Well, there's a good scene for you right there. The king and the queen of the LCA homecoming. Hester is the king, obviously, with the crown on his head. We don't have the young lady's name now yet, but we will get it for you. And if there's a chance we can do it, Gary, we'll bring her in here between the 3rd and 4th quarter and talk to her a little bit. I think that would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, and she blows a kiss to the crowd.
Yeah, welcome back, by the way, Mingua Beef Jerky and the UK Healthcare, ecampus.com. This is the game of the week here, and we're happy to be here and excited to be here for homecoming. We're going to talk a little bit. We'll give you some statistics real quick. First downs, Danville has 6, LCA has 11 first downs. Danville has 8 rushing first downs and 3 passing first downs. Danville has 2 and 2. LCA has 8 and 3. Penalties, 2 penalties against Danville, none so far against LCA, but I think maybe there was one. They missed that one on the stats. It was that personal foul penalty.
Yeah.
Unsportsmanlike, excuse me. Let's take a look at rushing attempts. Danville has 16 rushing attempts for 13 yards total, which is an extreme surprise. LCA has 21 rushing attempts for 109 yards. So they're really pushing the ball down the field, running the ball now.
Individual stats, Coach. 3 for 14, 2 interceptions for Dylan Kruger. And then Nash Whalen, 6 for 8, 144 yards and a touchdown. But listen to this. Javion Mukes are 1 for 2 and 51 yards. He's the leading passer the first half. And in rushing, he has 15 carries for 19 yards and a touchdown, Coach. This young man has come in averaging nearly 200 yards per game as a freshman.
Okay, let's talk about what happened. What is going on with LCA's defense that they're putting a stop to that? Well,
They got 4 or 5 guys with eyes on him, Coach.
Bingo, and that's exactly what I was going to say. They gang tackle like crazy.
Yeah.
There's not one guy tackling. You cannot tackle him with one guy.
Nope.
You really can't. That'd be very difficult to do.
And receptions, Trendon Sellers has 3 catches, 85 yards, Coach, with that long one of 51. But listen to this. Tyler King, 5 catches, 142 yards, and a 64-yard touchdown for King. He's got unbelievable. He's got 142 yards in the first half.
Yeah, let's look at some of the. We're going to show you some highlights here of the first half. This was that long, one of the long passes, knocked away. Really good job of knocking away by Burbage.
That's where they hemmed him in, and Whalen got him in the backfield.
Yeah, you can't. They've got to. They know they're going to have to stop Mukes. There's a little penalty there, a little push. There's your gang tackling right there.
Remember, LCA gets the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, Mukes ran into a brick wall on that one. There's Mr. Whalen. We like the way he runs. In this city, in the 2 private schools, Catholic and Christian, the quarterbacks are excellent runners, Gary.
Yeah. And Christian got Catholic on a last-second touchdown by King. The young man who just caught that one and went in.
Yeah, King's pretty impressive, really.
He'd be a big-time prospect if he's a little bit taller.
Yep. They've got several linemen I think they're going to end up playing in college.
Yeah, exactly. They've always got linemen to play in college, Coach.
That's right.
There's a good catch and run by Sellers.
Sellers is really aggressive, too.
The Danville quarterback is a really good baseball player, too, is what I was told.
Danville quarterback, excellent baseball player. A lot of these LCA guys play baseball, too. You know, that's one thing. When I was hired here to coach offense with Paul Raines, I said, I asked him, because I'd never seen LCA play. I said, what kind of players do you have? He said, well, we have baseball players. We have tall, lanky guys that can run and have good hands. So what do you think we decided to do? Throw the ball as often as we could.
Let us run a few of these highlights real quick, and then
There's a nice catch and throw, Gary.
Well, King is something. He's something else. What a receiver. What a weapon, Coach.
Yeah, he's extremely good.
There's Jamie Lee Patterson making a nice catch.
Whalen under center.
I'll stand up again, Coach, if I can.
That was a nice run, nice blocking up the middle. Not stop it at all.
Take a break, 2 minutes, Coach.
All right, we're gonna take a break right now. 2 minutes again. The score at halftime: 28-6 in favor of LCA. Mingua Beef Jerky, UK Healthcare, and eCampus Bowl game here at Game of the Week on Prep Spin.
right, guys, you're up.
Back here at halftime, and we may have time here, Coach, for a rules. You got the rule book. What rule are we going to talk about tonight?
Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I had a question this past week. People asked me about equipment. We were watching a game on a college game, and the pants were rolled up way above the knees.
Yeah.
There wasn't anybody.
Yeah.
And someone said, well, why is that? Aren't they allowed to do that? Well, in high school, you're not allowed to do that. And the reason that they do it now and used to wear knee pads was because fields were so bad back then. You wear knee pads not because you get hit in the knee. I tell you what, that little pad's not going to protect your knee.
No.
But what happens is you'd fall and hit a rock. Your knee would hit a rock or a stone or whatever, and they get big knee bruises. So they made the knee pads required. And right now I think they are still required in high school. But we want to talk a little bit about equipment. I think this is a good time to do it. First of all, you see a lot of knee braces. Well, the rule is you have to wear the knee brace under your pads. Now, you'll see them sometimes on top. I think they let it get away with it sometimes, but they should be under your pads. Also, it's really important to remember that the jerseys, listen to this, jerseys, uniforms, any kind of padding cannot be shaped or the color of a football. Back in the day when my dad played, he used to tell me stories of people would have a emblem, running backs with a football on the front of their jersey, and they'd grab it and hold it so it would stick out and act like they're running a football. They'd get tackled for nothing. And so that went on back then. They also, you have to wear those, you see them looking at their wristbands to get plays.
Uh-huh.
They have to be on the wrist. You can't put them on the ankle, your leg, or somewhere else.
Well, you wouldn't be able to read it from those.
Well, I know, but let's face it. Equipment has to be manufactured. You have to wear the equipment that the manufacturer made. You cannot change your equipment.
Yeah.
And I know for sure that if you're a quarterback, you want to cut those shoulder pads down if you can.
Right.
You want to make those shoulder pads as small as possible.
Right.
But the equipment manufacturers actually make shoulder pads that fit quarterbacks. And then the other thing is, everybody got to remember this, and I remember this when I was coaching, and this has gone on for years. Before the start of the game, the white hat official goes up to each coach and says, are your players all certified? Are they all equipment certified? You're wearing the correct equipment, and you have to say yes. And if you say no, this guy over here has a cast on his arm, the referee says, bring him here. And they check the cast to make sure it's padded completely.
Yep.
Because you don't want to put a hard cast and have that person going out playing defense and smacking people. So those are some of the rules, equipment rules we wanted to talk about. So it's really important to know that these things and these equipment are checked by the coaches and by the officials every day.
And we had some big plays in that first half. One of those plays might be the Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week, Coach. We'll have to decide that, but we'll have the Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week. You had your rule tonight. You had your UFOs, and King already says he knows. Which one, King?
You ready for it?
Yes, sir.
All right, here you go. Sutherland Chevrolet
Here's the Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week.
What's the drive of the first half?
This is the one he just wanted in.
Dallas. Look at that. That's a Sutherland Chevrolet second effort of the week.
Like a rock.
Dallas.
That was a good one. He pushed one guy away, ran another guy, pushed him off,
Yep.
and then absolutely got drilled on the goal line and still pushed over for the touchdown.
It was not only second effort, it was third effort, wasn't it?
Mr. Gadallas, remember what's his size, Gary?
He is 5'9", 180 pounds, a junior.
Of solid muscle.
And Waylon's a sophomore. Bodie Darden is a sophomore. You look at Tyler King, he's a senior. And so is Mac Darlin, Devin Hood. We haven't seen much of Devin Hood tonight, Coach. Jamie Lee Patterson's caught the ball out of the backfield and doing a great job tonight. But Lexington Christian leads 28-6, and they'll get the ball to start the second half, Coach. And you said it at halftime, Coach. You think that Danville better watch out, or this could be a running clock?
It could be. I think Lexington Christian has decided, and I think it happened right over there in the sideline with the coaching staff, that we need to establish the run and push the run because we want to control the game with our linemen. We don't want to give them the ball. You don't want to take a chance and give them the ball, punt return, whatever, because they have got some athletes. Now, I'm going to say this about Danville. A game like this, especially if they fight to the end of the game, is going to be good for them because I don't think they faced anybody like this. I think Lincoln County, that was just a shootout, correct?
Yeah, that was a shootout. Lincoln County had everybody back from last year. So that's what the Danville coach told me. But Danville, Stonebreaker's done a great job. They're 7-1 coming in with that lone loss to Lincoln County, the number 2 in the RPI. Coach, win or lose, they're having a great season under Steve Stonebreaker.
They are, and there is you can almost see the pride over there with their fans and the players. They have been in championship after championship, and just an amazing run they've had over the years. And and also it's a tribute to the fact that both schools, Boyle and Danville, have been so good. How do you do that?
I think there's
know.
20-something titles between those two high schools, Boyle County and Danville. They have like 26, 27 state championship. Coach, that's remarkable when you look at that in one city.
Yeah, in one city. Now, look at LCA. LCA, I think LCA was one of the, when they first started playing football, they were not good at all. They very seldom won games and had struggled with getting kids to practice. They brought Paul Raines in. I know Paul, excellent coach, really a good guy, very stubborn, very intense. Let me put it that way.
He's coaching there now, isn't he?
No, I don't think so. I think yeah, you're right. He's here now. He came back. He's coaching defense. He's been in like 2 or 3 different places. But Paul's he was an incredible football coach, and he asked me to help him with his offense, and I was happy to do it.
Yeah,
Paul coached at Madison Central when I was at Dunbar, and we were enemies. I mean, we did not get along at all. But I think it was just a matter of pride.
Are you considered a quarterback guru, offensive guru? What do you consider, Coach?
I'm not a guru of anything, but I've worked with quarterbacks over the years and offenses. And we tried to do some different things. I think at Bryan Station, when I first started coaching there, when I got the offensive job, Steve Parker was the head coach, and we spread the field there and started running shotgun and no backs in the backfield and the whole bit.
Tyler King. And he'll go down and they'll spread out. He does this routinely. Cisneros is the kicker. Here comes a kick from Cisneros. A little right side, and it's a shame that the 21 couldn't have caught the ball.
It was close.
He would have had the ball, but it goes out at the 41-yard line.
21 beat the ball down the field. It
Sure
looked
did.
like he almost scooped it up.
Only thing is, the ball was kicked out of bounds. If 21 comes up with that inbounds, that's going to be Danville football.
Yeah, they're trying those little pooch kicks and, little onside-looking things, and that's okay. Oakley Watkins, talking to his team, he'll call that first play from the sideline. So,
Oakley Watkins, what a tremendous job he's done in his first year at Lexington Christian. They're ranked number 4 in the state. That's probably a little low, Coach. I know everybody's talking about Belfry and teams, not Belfry, but Beechwood and teams like that. Here's Dallas, hit the 47-yard line and dropped. There to get him, Coach, was Sasha Wade.
Yeah, I think 50. Let's see,
Wade.
Matthew Montgomery for LCA. He pulled on that and didn't have anybody to block.
There you see Wade got the
he's a
jersey dirty.
He's a tough dude, no question about it.
Second down at the 48-yard line, pick up of 3. Whalen throws it over the right side. It's caught. King down to the 38, 35-yard line, tripped up. Tyler King at the 33-yard line. Boy, I tell you, he gets a yak, doesn't he? Yards after catch.
Yeah, he's racking up the yards tonight. That again, this is after the play, but they run that crossing pattern so well. Throw that ball underneath these guys. Those linebackers are coming up playing run, and the secondaries drop back trying to cover these fast outside receivers. Thank you, sir. Yeah, see him coming across the field right underneath the safety. And what you do on that, you tell your quarterback, burn the ear of the linebacker. Zip that ball right by his ear.
Burn his ear.
Yeah.
Whalen. They give now back. Back it goes. And here's a pass down the left side to wide open, and it's a touchdown.
And then World, they came up with the transcontinental flip-flop pass that time.
Conrad Harper hauled it in. What a touchdown to Harper.
It was a pretty throw, too, by the quarterback. Really pretty.
They lateral the ball twice in the backfield before they got it to Whalen again. Look at this.
Right. Flipped it back to him. little follow through. He throws to the receiver. When he has a wide open receiver, he doesn't try to lead him into the end zone. He just throws the ball to him.
34-6.
Whalen's impressive.
Hester comes in out of the homecoming king snap. Hester snaps it back. Hester with the kick. Up, and it is no good. Off to the left. So
timing, wasn't it?
Yep. 10:56 to go. Third quarter, 34-6. LCA on top of Danville. We'll be back on the Mingua Beef Jerky UK Sports Medicine Game of the Week and the ecampus.com.
All right, Gary, you're good.
Little trickery by LCA as Whalen found Hart downfield, and he hauled it in a touchdown pass for Whalen. Now they'll be kicking off to Danville, up 28 points, 34-6.
Right, and again, we talked about this last week. In high school football, if a team reaches 35 points ahead, 35 points ahead, that means a running clock.
Right.
And we've seen that a few times, but not that often this year. We've had really good games this year, Gary.
Yeah, next week we'll be at Madison Central for the Indians against the Defenders of Bryan Station.
There'll be athletes all over that field.
Here's the kick, off by Hester. It's going to be taken in and running out, and that's going to be coming to the 30, up to the 30-yard line. Nice return there, and that was Trendon Sellers with the return. And the stop was made there, and coming up making a play there, Coach, for LCA.
Dallas was one of them.
Dallas made the play,
yeah. They got these guys. This is AA football. A lot of these guys play both ways, and they're very proud and very happy to do that. You know, they bust their rear ends every day.
Beechwood ranked high in the state.
Always.
With LCA, and also, ranked high in the state. Who else is up there in 2A, Coach? It's hard to, get 6 classes. So
yeah,
I know Danville and LCA are highly. Mayfield's the other team.
Yeah, Mayfield's always up there.
I couldn't think of Mayfield. They're always up in the top 5, and they're up there again. Here's a give to Mukes to the 31-yard line. Stopped right there. Freshman running back, and making the play was Aiden Lyons.
The fullback for Danville, he's getting frustrated because he came through the line of scrimmage there, and you can just tell he's hungry to make a block. He's low, he's quick, he's running up in there to make a block, and the running back went the other way.
He's out of the game right now.
Yeah.
I'd tell you, big number 70. He's a big kid, 6'2", 265. Coach Moody, senior.
Yeah, he's a big senior.
Kruger, back to pass, airs it out down the right side. It's going to be almost tipped up and almost caught as it was tipped up there, Coach, by Farmer, and then coming down with the ball, Walker almost had it.
Yeah, he was there, just couldn't quite get to it. It was kind of low.
9:55 to go, third quarter. 34-6. Danville's had some opportunities, coaches. They could have scored at least 2 more times. They had it down to the inside the 10-yard line, they didn't score.
That's right.
They caught the ball down at the 1-yard line and didn't score. Yeah. So Danville's missed some good opportunities.
And that's something they'll work on. They'll see the film and they'll work on that because it's not the last time that's going to happen this year when they're down close and need to push it in.
Javion Bukes is in the backfield, and they're going to have a timeout with 9:55 to go in the third quarter. Mingua Beef Jerky is our title sponsor. We've got to say hello to all the Mingua Beef Jerky, Curtis Mackley and all the gang, and Mingua Beef Jerky.
I can't say enough for the people that sponsor this. We've talked about this before. It's very, very important that you watching the game, look at those sponsors down there in the right-hand corner.
That's right.
Down there and tell them, go to their businesses, buy their stuff, or at least, and also tell them that you appreciate them sponsoring the Prep Spin and high school football.
They got to look in our broadcast station here, Coach, where you and I call the game with King right behind us here, and your buddy Dennis over here.
That's right. We're just relaxing and enjoying the football game.
Yep, like old friends, just sitting down talking about the game. Quarterback fires it left, caught, and he takes it up to the 40. He's up to the 39. Let's see where the official marks him at. He did not give him a good mark, Coach. He got past the 39. The official took it back a yard.
Yeah, I think so too. I agree with that. Danville's got to watch something. They're getting away with something, and I'm not too sure why the officials aren't calling it. But the left tackle, number 70, he's lined up in the backfield. There's no question about it. The way you have to line up is your head, your helmet has to be lined up with the hip of the guy in front of you. Now this time he's up.
Fourth down, and they're running through. And a first down. Good effort by Mukes. Javion Mukes, a 5'10", 160-pound freshman.
He's a freshman. Can you imagine in 2 years what he's going to be like?
My goodness. Next year he'll be a load, Coach.
Yeah,
He's a load this year with 23 touchdowns, over 1,300 yards.
Yeah. Little problem going on between Burbage and one of the players. The coach of Danville pulled the kid out and said, look, we don't need any problems out there. Keep your hands out of the face mask.
So it'll be 1st and 10 on the run by Mukes. Up to the 41-yard line. Quarterback Whalen gives to Mukes. Dances to the line of scrimmage. And there's a host of Eagles and a flag down, Coach.
Yeah, I think it was a face mask, Gary. I think it was a face mask. We'll take a look and see if I'm right. No.
Claver, I believe, had a hold of him.
Right.
Holding Claver, 64. Unsportsmanlike.
Against LCA.
Against the Eagles, that'd be 15 yards. That'd be a huge penalty. Take it down into Danville, into LCA territory.
Yeah, that's one of those things that really coach doesn't like. They're not happy with that at all when you see that. That any kind of sportsmanlike conduct, thing like that is just not good, especially for Oakley Watkins and his team.
Takes it to the 46-yard line. Be 1st and 10. Danville Admirals. LCA Eagles. They're on top, 34-6. 8:40 to go in the third quarter. Quarterback, Dylan Kruger. He gives to the running back, and he's going to fumble it, but he's able to get back on it at the line of scrimmage as the handoff went to Javion Mukes, and he fumbled the football and jumped back on it.
Yeah, it looked like he had his hands too close together. It kind of came off his hands. Some of the running backs, I like to grab the ball, and you either put it in the bread basket, or you allow that running back to grab the football.
8 minutes to go in the third quarter. 2nd down and 12 for Kruger. He's going to keep it, run it left side. Got some running room down to the 39-yard line. He stopped over there, and hustling over there was Thomas Sizemore.
Yeah, Conrad Hart had a lick on him too, but you're right, Sizemore really got involved in the tackle.
Be 3rd down and 4. Good pickup that time by the quarterback, Dylan Kruger.
Okay, if you watch LCAs, they back their linebackers up, and they're just running to the ball. They're running to the football. If they want to be successful on offense, this is just my opinion, they've got to do things like that. Let the quarterback fake it and keep it, or run some counters to the backside, go back to the screen game or whatever, because those linebackers, and they're good. They're running to the ball right away.
They give to Mukes. He's trying to get it. I mean, he's going nowhere, Coach.
No, you're not going to go.
That's going to be a loss of about a yard.
Yeah, you're not going to run at them. You can't run at this team. They're too big and too strong, and their linebackers are too aggressive.
Burbage has helped out on that stop. Be 4th down, about 4, so they lost a yard or so. 6 minutes, 49 seconds to go in the Third quarter, Coach, 34-6, LCA on top.
Yeah, I think this is a good game for Coach Stonebreaker too. Even though he'll be frustrated and have trouble sleeping tonight, and he might be pacing the floor. He's seeing some things he needs to work on. If they're going to go on and have a run at the state championship, there's some things they need to work on, and they haven't had a chance to work on them too much.
Fourth down. Here's quarterback. Throws it down the left side. Throws it out of bounds.
Yeah, what was that all about? Yeah. It was
flag down. Burbridge has got a lot of
interference.
Yep, it's going to be.
Well, okay, maybe if it was a holding on the defensive back or something, but pass interference when the ball was thrown to the track. I'm not too sure.
How to move it down to the 26-yard line, Coach.
Yeah, no
that
kidding.
Big 15-yard penalty.
That was a big penalty.
Ramsey comes in now for LCA's defensive line. Quarterback Dylan Kruger gives now to Mukes. Dancing, 20, down to the 15, and still running 10. Mukes won't go down.
Wow,
That's the best run tonight by Javion Mukes as he takes it all the way down to the 8-yard line, Coach. What a run that time. 18 yards.
Right. I think I saw a flag on that play, too. Let's see. You're right. He's just dragging people. Powerful legs.
Face mask is called on the LCA Eagles.
Half the distance.
Yep. So, Mukes, I tell you, you could tell he's a good runner, Coach.
Yeah. I can imagine some of these teams that just had a fit trying to bring him down.
Takes it down to the 3-yard line. First and goal for the Danville Admirals. 7-1 coming in. Kruger takes the snap, gives to Mukes, and he's going to take it in the end zone. Touchdown, Javion Mukes, his 24th touchdown of the season. They called a flag and take off the touchdown.
Here we go. Let's see. Maybe holding. Yeah, probably a holding penalty. We didn't catch it. The touchdown, they called it touchdown.
Oh, okay, so touchdown's good. It's going to be
personal foul in the end zone.
Foul.
Dead ball.
So touchdown is good, makes it LCA 34 and Tavion Mukes 12.
Okay, the touchdown counted. It's a personal foul, a dead ball, like you said, Gary, a dead ball personal foul. So they might take that penalty on the kickoff.
Yeah, and then otherwise, if they do, they'll be kicking from about the 45 of LCA.
Yeah.
So maybe they'll try some trickery.
Right, exactly. They've been doing it anyway. They've been trying onside kicks.
So Mukes gets in for the second time tonight, second touchdown. He's got 24 of them in the season now, Coach.
It's amazing.
It's a lot of touchdowns.
What's this, the 8th game maybe?
Yep, 8th. Well, they're 7-1, so 9th game for Danville.
Yeah.
And the quarterback throws the right side. It's caught and going to be knocked down as Marquez Elmore is stopped at the 3-yard line. So they complete the pass, but Elmore can't get in.
Yeah, he couldn't get in. It was nice job out there. Nice tackle.
5:49 to go in the third quarter, 34-12. We want to thank, of course, Mingua Beef Jerky and UK Sports Medicine. We also want to thank eCampus.com, Matthew Montgomery for sponsoring this game. Roberts Insurance, Joe and John Roberts. They sponsor the games, and a big sponsor of the Scholastic Ball Report that we concluded about 3 weeks ago, Coach.
Right, you concluded your career, not just the year of doing that show. It was a wonderful show, just really, really good for high school football.
23 years we did it, Coach.
It was amazing.
And a lot of work went into that show, Coach.
Oh, heck yeah.
We had our streamer was King. William Moorfield streamed it. Joel Clays directed it. Lee K. Howard and Brian Milam and Lindsey Goff did the highlights.
Yeah.
and we had features from all over the state, and we had legends on. And Coach, we ended it with two great legends. We had Coach Haywood of Belfry and Donna Moore, the state championship coach at Sacred Heart.
Yes, you sure did. And I love the ending when you drove off in the car.
Yep.
Drove off on a sunset. I'm gone.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, but see, I'm out of here.
Yeah, I loved it.
It's 34-12. So, Coach, just when we were talking about a running clock, Danville said, not so quick.
Yeah, you're not going to keep Mukes quiet the whole game. Let's see if they try anything tricky here.
Cisneros will kick it, and he booms it. Kicks it down the far side to the 30-yard line, and King to midfield, breaks a tackle, comes over to the 45, then slammed down at the 45-yard line.
He's hurt.
And there to get him was Sellers.
Sellers is really a very hard hitter on this football team. We've watched him over the course of the year too.
So 5:40 in the third, 34-12. So what Danville wants to do is get another turnover here and get a quick score and try to cut this thing down to a 2-score game.
And what does LCA want to do? I would want them to control the clock on the ground.
Right.
But if I know
they'll
Coach,
probably throw a long pass.
Yeah, they're going to try a long pass.
And they're lining up in a full house. And Nashwaden takes a snap, gives to Godallis, and he is going to be hit from behind or dropped. And that's a nice play turned in there by
What's that number?
Marquise
21.
Elmore.
Elmore. I'm telling you, he's a leader on that defense. You can just watch him. He's 100 miles an hour every play.
Bennett Godallis, as we said, a junior, 180-pounder, wears number 5 there for LCA. Godallis is he's a gamer, Coach.
Oh, he really is.
Ballers, they call him.
Mm-hmm.
5 minutes, 7 seconds to go in the third quarter. Godallis gets a fake, and Whalen runs it up himself. 35, knocked backwards, and let's see where they mark him at.
Yeah, it's important that they how close they're going to try to get that first down. Watch this run, and let's see. I think it was Tandy on the tackle. Yeah, Tandy on the tackle. Number 12, Tandy.
Kind of stepped over his helmet, and Whalen took exception to that.
Yeah, but I don't think it was intentional.
Third down and 3, 35-yard line, 4.5 minutes to go. Third quarter action. LCA on top. Whalen almost threw him off side.
He got him.
I think he did.
Yeah, he got him.
21 on Dan.
Yeah. Again, that was our friend Elmore. He's just so aggressive. He just wanted to get in there soon. All right, Gary. I know what you always say in this situation, but they're running like trips out to the right, and number 84, the tight end, is here. Now that safety is rolling over to those trips. See him moving over 5?
Big 6'6" Logan Mays.
Hit Logan Mays right down the gut.
Whalen, 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Takes a direct snap, going to the right, left 20, and get him from behind. That's Elmore. He got him from behind at the 13-yard line.
Elmore's doing a lot of tackling. The good sportsmanship out there again.
They'll move the chains and they'll start the clock. 4 minutes to go in the third. Coach, we've got to be thinking about our star of the game.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it for sure. We're going to let this game play out first.
Whalen. Hart lines up, throws it over the left side, got his man and takes it down, and he gets inside the 1-yard line to Dawson Farmer, 6'4" sophomore.
Yeah, if you had held that ball out, it probably would have been over the goal line. But, you got a nice little pass down the field. That was just like a run. It's just a quick pass.
I tell you, got some weapons. Farmer's 6'4", and then you bring Mays in there at 6'6".
I know.
Some big guys. Jamie Lee Patterson, the left to the right, and Whalen.
Yeah, whistle blew.
Whistle blew. He faked it to Godallis. I think he was going to throw the ball.
I think so, too.
False start. LCA.
That backed them up a little bit. They don't mind being backed up here, Gary. They really not 5 yards back. That's where their biggest threat is when they can run or throw. They can do both. So it's first down and goal on the 7. We'll see how they split the field. LCA likes to throw for the corners too, Gary. Remember that this year? Throw those lead passes in the corner.
So Waylon waits till everybody gets set. Back in the pat, Worrow's right. He throws it back in the middle. Touchdown to King.
Yeah,
7-yard TD pass. Tyler King.
Yeah, he was looking to throw to 5, and he threw back across the body a little bit to King. It was an excellent throw.
He saw his primary target.
Yeah, absolutely.
Found him, and it's back to a 28-point lead, 40-12. 3:03 to go in the third quarter.
This surprises me a little bit.
Me too.
I thought the Danville would have a better offensive attack.
Well, we know they got a great back, and Mukes.
Hester to Hester?
Yep. Hester will snap it back.
Delay a game.
Another false start. Somebody moved on offense. Well, officials are having a conference there. That makes me nervous all the time.
Parker Penix is the holder. Number 16.
So moving around a lot down there.
LCA is going to go for 2, I think. Yep. Got everybody back in there and going for 2 points. They bring Nash Whalen back in. Patterson is to the left. Godalis is the back. Let's see what he does here. Whalen. 2-point conversion. Rolling to the right. Those in the back of the end zone. It's caught.
Nice catch. Nice.
That's going to be hard again, I think. Yeah, Conrad Hart. That's who it was. Hart. He caught the touchdown pass. Remember that one, Coach? So it's 42-12. 30-point lead. 3:03 to go here.
Take your 30 seconds.
We'll be back in 30 seconds on the Mingua Beach Jerky High School Game of the Week, brought to you by UK Sports Medicine.
Gary, there was a penalty on that last play, and I think I caught the white hat putting his hand behind his head. That's one that I'm kind of stumped on. That's a penalty for disconcerting act.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's called a disconcerting
act.
act.
Only you would know that.
Somebody on the team that he penalized must have cussed.
I've called high school football for about 35 years. I've never heard disconcerting act. That's why I said only Coach Meehan would know that.
That's what it is.
Oh, my goodness, disconcerting act.
But I don't know what he did, though, because we're way up here. We didn't know.
Here's the kick. Taken, and it's taken by Beasley this time. Comes out 20-25, and he's going to be tackled right there. Host of people. He won't go down easy, will he?
No, he was bent over and carrying people on his back.
Yeah, it's Beasley to return it up to the 25-yard line. 42-12, 30-point lead. So then if Lexington Christian scores again before Danville scores, it'll be a running clock.
I don't think we had the opportunity to ask for a homecoming queen to come in. We were going to maybe do so between the third and the fourth quarter,
But if anybody's watching the game can tell the homecoming queen to come into Brett Spin's mobile studio, we'll be glad to talk to her. We've talked to a couple. We missed the homecoming queen in Montgomery County. We got a young man to go get somebody who's in the court.
Yeah, we got the mobile studio. It's parked right behind the home stands.
Brett Spin. Quarterback, Dylan Kruger. Gives and the right side going up to the 30. Nice run there by a young man that hasn't had the ball a lot tonight.
No, Ford.
That's Ford, the first time he's carried the ball tonight.
Right, he's another freshman, by the way. There's the penalty. Another holding on Danville. That'll move them back.
So 2:45 to go in the third. 42-12, 30-point lead.
Gary, this has been a long quarter.
It's been a long game, Coach. It is. This game's already approaching 2 hours and 15 minutes. And we still haven't played the fourth quarter.
We haven't even played it, right.
42-12. Clark's Pump and Shop. Rick Clark, one of the sponsors tonight. eCampus.com. That's Matt Montgomery. Mingua Beef Jerky. That's Curtis Mackley. Rafferty's Restaurants, and we know who that is. My evil twin, Scott Lindsay.
That's right.
Roberts Insurance. Here's Bukes into the line, and there's a flag down.
Another.
He tries to cut it back outside, and it blow play dead, and they also throw a flag.
Yeah. The flag came in pretty quickly, but the play was blown dead. He never was tackled. Face mask?
Face mask.
Yeah, it looks like it.
LCA's doing a lot of those tonight, Coach.
Right.
That's about the third or fourth face mask we have called against LCA in this ball game.
Yeah. Well, they can't get the guy down. They've had very few clean tackles on him, and they gang tackle him. And
let's check the stats for Mukes. Mukes his stats have really gotten much better here. We'll check that for you. Coach, go ahead and describe something there now.
Okay, well, they're getting to play from the sideline. Everybody's looking at their wristbands, and they a little switched over. They got slots on both sides.
He's got 42 yards now rushing, Coach.
Mukes in the backfield.
Mukes.
Quarterback keep.
And he takes it for very little. Stopped there by Harding Company.
Yep. Nice job. I tell you what, Hart is – he's a really good-looking kid. I think he's got a future in football.
Yeah,
So's Mac Darland.
At 35 made the play. Josh Quigley.
Yeah.
Quigley making a nice play coming in at 35. As we'll get backup players in the game now with a 30-point lead, a minute and a half to go in the third quarter. Gary Ball with Mike Meehan, King of Stream, William Moorfield, Joe Allen, Torrey Bailey. Best in the business. All those folks.
They are good.
Streamer and two cameramen.
Yep. They're loading the box now. LCA's moved everybody up. They're not thinking pass at all. We'll take a look real quick and see if they're playing man-to-man on the receivers, because they're sure as heck loading the box for the run. They're bound and determined not to let Mukes get his yardage.
Exactly. They came into this game, I think, with that in mind, Coach. Not like Javion Mukes have a big game. He's got 2 touchdowns, but they're short runs, and he's got about 45 yards rushing so far. Down to 39 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Clock running.
Yep, sure is, with 42-12, LCA on top by 30. Kruger back in the pocket, getting pressure. Those at left side, and it's dropped over there. And it was Trendon Sellers, just simply dropped the ball.
And Logan Mays sniffed that out right away, Gary. He was on it right away.
He is, Coach. That kid's a big kid, 6'6", 220 pounds.
That's a high school football player. That's crazy.
23 seconds. It's 4th down and 8. Danville's going to punt the ball. The punter will be Sellers. Back standing inside the 15-yard line.
Yeah, he was back 20 yards. That's
too
far
back.
That's too far for a snap.
He moves up about 15 yards. This is why they call the snapper a long snapper.
That was a nice snap, though.
Sellers gets the kickoff. Pretty good kick. King hauls it in at the 34-yard line.
You know why King's back there?
Because he catches everything.
He catches everything.
He's just a good receiver. I was talking to Oakley Watkins yesterday, Coach. He told me, he said he has great hands. He said if Tyler King was about 6'2" or 6'3", he thinks everybody be recruiting this young man.
Yeah.
But, he can't help that he's 5'9". maybe go to a college and find a good place, and it was his height.
Yeah, he'll find a place with his speed, his quickness, his skill at catching the football. Absolutely.
17 seconds. 42-12. If Lexington Christian takes anything down, scores here to be a running clock. You have 17 seconds. Whalen. Nash back in the pocket. Steps up. Rolls to the left. To the 40. Gets a block in midfield. Cuts it back to the 40-yard and runs out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, that was a super nice job, a nice run.
Whalen. And let's see what are they going to do. Are they
don't tell me it was a penalty on that play. No.
Nash Whalen is. Let's see what did they call here, Coach? He stepped out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
Right.
Yeah, they're not going to. Watch this run by Nash Whalen.
Yeah, it was nice. He should have been tackled right there.
Yeah.
Number 3 missed the tackle. And then he just used his speed to get around the corner. He had a block downfield.
Clock didn't run there, so the quarter should have ended.
That's a repeat, though.
Okay.
6 seconds.
You're right.
Yeah, 6 seconds. They're spread out there. We're going to run that ball in there. Pull their guard and tackle. See the pull?
Gadalis
Nice job.
takes it down to the 21-yard line. That's going to do the third quarter. Third quarter will come to a close on Gadalis's run, 21-yard line. We'll be back with the fourth quarter here, LCA 42, Danville 12 here at Lexington Christian Academy's White Greer Maggard Field here. We'll be back after this timeout.
Founded by Kentuckians for Kentuckians, Whitaker Bank is a uniquely Kentucky bank committed to the communities it serves. At Whitaker Bank, you'll find personalized service, a dedication to excellence, and a genuine desire to help you achieve your financial goals. Visit us at any of our conveniently located branches or go to whitakerbank.com to learn how Whitaker Bank can serve you. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky.
Jeff, welcome back. We're so glad to see you.
Sorry, run a little bit late, but I got all your beef jerky.
Perfect. On this way, we're going to get this right over here. Yeah, right.
We had a flag against LCA. I think it was all sides, 5 yards. And, you know, we were talking about officials earlier, KHSAA needing officials. Who are the fine officials we got in this game, Coach?
Yeah, and they're calling a really good game. The referee is Kevin Sanford. The umpire, Charlie Gregory. The line judge is Matt Satterwhite. We've seen him many times.
Yeah.
Line judge is Christopher. And the back judge is Laurent Collier.
Handoff goes in the middle down to the 20-yard line, and that's going to be one of the backup running backs, and that's going to be Bodie Rowe.
We got some subs in there, and you know they got this lead, and it's fourth quarter.
I'm sorry, 35. I'm sorry, Coach. 35. It's Josh Quigley.
Yeah, Quigley's the
Josh Quigley was a ball
freshman.
carrier.
He's a freshman that we've seen him in there before. They're trying to get him going.
Yep.
Get him excited about next year.
Nash Whalen from the 18-yard line. Quigley again. Cuts back inside. Hit and met and dropped. And that's a good play there by David Shelton.
Yeah, Shelton put the squeeze on him. There was nowhere he could go.
He's 6 foot 190 and a senior.
Right. Yeah.
Shelton.
Yeah,
you look at his jersey, you can tell he's been in a football game.
He's been in a football game for sure.
Danville Admirals and the LCA Eagles, 42-12. Join us next Friday night for the high school football game of the week. Madison Central and Bryan Station over at Madison Central.
I'm excited about that game.
Be a good one. Both teams have very athletic, very good teams. Here's Whalen. Back to pass. Throws it down the right side, and it's going to be Burbridge trying to catch up to it. Incomplete.
Yeah, the ball was out in front of him a little bit, but I think it was pretty well covered too. The defensive back was running with them the whole time. Look at a little discussion going on there about, hey, wait a minute, we got to cover that guy coming out.
I want to talk about Roberts Insurance. Joe and John Roberts, they insure 3/4 of the state catastrophic insurance. They're great guys, sponsors of high school sports and the KHAA. We're talking about Roberts Insurance. Bob Robertson, Kathy, over on Main Street in Richmond. Coach, we'll be over the next week.
Yeah, we will. Madison Central.
Here's Whalen. Pass to the right side to King at the 10. He's going to take it in. Touchdown, Tyler King.
Okay, Gary, that's my player of the game here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's done so much tonight. Yeah, watch this. Little fake. Faked a little counter move and just threw back. They knew that little jailbreak screen on this side here.
So 36-point lead. We have a running clock from this point on.
Damn God.
I'm trying to look at Tyler's stats. They got him with 7 catches, 170 yards, 2 touchdowns. I think it's his 3rd touchdown.
It is.
So it is. He has 8 catches. Kicked by Hester is up and good. It's a 49-12, 37-point lead. The night Tyler King, 8 catches, 185, 3 touchdowns tonight. King having a big night tonight for the LCA Eagles. They lead 49-12, 10:32 to go in the ball game. And we'll keep it right here. Sutherland Chevrolet, one of the sponsors, Coach, and all the sponsors on the carousel there, and all those folks are sponsoring the game here on Mingua Beef Jerky, UK Sports Medicine.
Yeah, there's the injured player that we were hoping they would get back.
Penix.
Yeah, Penix, excellent football player. We don't know the extent of his injury, but, he's on crutches, so he may not,
Yeah. 10:32 to go in the ball game as soon as LCA kicks off here. And
let's go back to the disconcerting act. All right, let me tell you what the disconcerting act is in high school football. All right, in high school football, the disconcerting act is when the defense imitates the call of the offense, the shift, the call, or whatever. They hut, or they make the call like that, and the offense gets a motion penalty. Well, they don't penalize the offense. They give the hand behind the head against the team for disconcerting act.
Thanks for explaining that, Coach.
Well, that's what the high school football rule is. I don't know what it would be in college.
Hester's kick goes to the right side. I think that went out of bounds. So if it went out of bounds, it'd be out to the 35-yard line for Danville. So the clock running down to 10 minutes to go, and Lexington Christian has a 37-point lead, Coach, and there'll be a running clock here on out.
Yeah, it'll be very quick, 10 minutes here.
That went out of bounds, so they'll keep that clock going.
Right.
We're sitting on a 30.
A 35-yard line. They'll have it 35 for Danville.
Yeah, I meant break. We're sitting on a 30-second break.
All right, we're gonna look and see if Danville has any. LCA should have some subs in there, Gary, if we can spot the ones.
Dylan Kruger's still in there for Danville. Sends man in motion. Gives him up to the 40. Running to midfield. Down to the 48-yard line. Good run by Javion Mukes.
I think Mr. Mukes is going to break one here in a minute. He looks fresh again. I haven't seen him get the least bit tired, and he's been pounded pretty good.
Yeah, he really has. That puts him well up over 50 yards for the game, Coach.
Yeah. He's used to a lot more yardage. There he goes again, running right through. Nice blocking there. A couple missed tackles, but nice job of running. He in every run he does, he drags somebody with him.
Down to the 49-yard line. First down, they give the Mukes again. He's down to the 40, 35, and then tackled right there at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, I tell you who made that play, number 70. I'm very impressed. Number 70, Deron Moody, 6'2", 265 senior, playing tackle. He pulled and sealed the edge so that Mukes could get around the edge.
Harrison Sanford, 15, made the play for LCA.
Yeah.
8 minutes to go in the ball game. Javion Mukes now 61 yards rushing. So if he gets a big run here, you never know. He busted up the gut to the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Nice run by Javion Mukes, his third TD tonight. And that puts him up to about 80 yards, Coach.
Yeah, and not only 80 yards, but third TD added on to the 22 he had.
Yeah, watch this run.
Yeah, nice job of busting through. Ran right through a tackle.
Like little Barry Sanders up
there. Yeah, looked like Barry Sanders. Had the same running style. Very, very good.
Tough runner, and he's going to be back 3 more years.
Yeah, there was a freshman out there, John Sigler, attempting the tackle, and I don't think that John Sigler was ready for that quickness.
Here's Cisneros with the extra point. Cisneros kick up, and it is going to be no good. So 49-18, 7:42 to go in the ball game here on the Mingua Beef Jerky UK Sports Medicine Game of the Week. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout.
All right, you're back.
Oakley Watkins, a fine coach at LCA, and he's been here a long time, Coach, as an assistant. Him and Doug Charles were together in the shot.
Right
there's
there.
Doug Charles.
Yeah, that's two excellent football coaches and best friends. They're just really have done a great job here at LCA.
So 49-18, running clock, 7:42 to go in the ball game. So as soon as they kick off, it'll be running clock. It stops after every touchdown or player hurt or something like that. Penalties, I think.
Sometimes, yeah, I hope.
And, Coach, what'd you say that was earlier, that call?
Well, disconcerting act?
Disconcerting act, okay?
Yep.
I remember that, Coach, because I've never heard that before.
Well, that's why I'm here.
Yep. I knew there was a reason you were here. Kick is taken. Return out to the 30-yard line. Godales. Benny Godales. And tackle.
Yeah, suplex by number 13. We're back in WWE here. Yeah, we saw that suplex. Brendan Ford, 5'11", 165 football player.
That'll get your attention.
Yeah, no kidding.
Braden Ford, only a freshman, Coach.
I see that.
There's 5 of them that start for a Danville.
That's
5 freshmen starting.
That looks good for their future, doesn't it?
Sure does. So LCA taking their time.
Who's the center? Big number 75 in there.
65 is the center. 75 is the left guard.
Oh, okay. 75 is a big human being.
Christian Shackelford.
He's 310 pounds, 6'6".
He's a junior.
That's a high school kid. You believe that?
Uh-huh. And backup quarterback is in there, running up the middle. And let's see. And the quarterback coach, the new quarterback for LCA, let me get a beat on him. And that's going to be Bryce Blackerby. Blackerby's the new quarterback for LCA. There he is, number 11. Blackerby, waiting for the snap. Gets it, hands it off up to the 40, runs to the 45 to the midfield stripe, and then ran out of bounds. That's a good run there, and that's going to be Josh Quigley who carried the ball.
Yeah, Quigley, another freshman quarterback, handed off to another freshman running back.
So Blacker.
I mentioned Doug Charles a while ago. I'm going to show him on there with Oakley real quick.
Yeah. Please do. There they are. Doug Charles, the former head coach at LCA, and
always been so good to us here
Oakley
at
Watkins. Absolutely. Good to us, good to everybody. These are two fine gentlemen coaching this team.
5 minutes. Blackerby goes to the backup running back, and then that's not Quigley.
Flag on the play.
There's a flag down, and let's see. The backup, that is going to be J.J. Calico.
Let's see what we got here.
Really going deep into this roster now, Coach.
You're going to be against LCA.
I just want to make sure I give everybody proper credit.
Yeah, we have to go down the list for sure.
Yep.
We mentioned after this call, let's see.
It's against.
Holding against,
LCA.
Yeah. Hey, we mentioned the two coaches over there from LCA, but another fine gentleman is Coach Stonebreaker over there.
Yeah.
For Danville. They've got some really good coaches at that school, and they've had them for years.
Blackerby, the quarterback, at the 43-yard line, 1st and 20. Gives to Quigley, hitting the backfield, and going to be knocked down at the 37-yard line. Getting in there, got in there. That was David Shelton, who's played an excellent game for Danville.
Yeah, they were on top of Quigley. What's that? Quigley Down Under, wasn't that a TV show?
Yeah.
Quigley was down under. He was down under those Danville players.
3:40 to play, 49-18. LCA, I think they end the season on Halloween night with PRP. Yes.
At LCA?
Yeah.
That'd be a good one.
I'll find out for you who they got next week, Coach.
Yeah, and Danville, too. Next couple of games.
And run up the middle to the 40-yard line, but that was Quigley, I believe. Yes, it was.
21. I tell you, my boy, 21, Elmore is hot. He is still playing hard. He has not slowed down 1 second. They wound him up before the game, and he hadn't run out yet.
Lexington Christian's got Washington County, then PRP. And then who do you want me to check on, Coach? Danville?
It's Danville, yeah.
Yeah, they've got their last they got Caverna is their last game.
Hey, William, did that quarterback just put the ball between his legs? Was that like a trick, or was that just a fumble ball?
Oh, let's go back to the replay.
He did.
I don't know how you do that.
I've never seen. There's a lot of things I haven't seen.
No, that was.
And I've seen a couple of them tonight in this game.
That was interesting, to say the least.
They stopped the clock. 2:12 now. It's running. LCA.
Good observation, Coach.
Right.
Coach picks up everything.
Yeah,
nothing you don't know.
Oh no! Don't say that.
Disconcerting.
Don't say that.
So, minute 57 to go.
Now we got a timeout. That'll stop the clock.
Let's step out for 30 seconds here on the Mingua Beat Jerky Game of the Week.
You're back, Coach.
Welcome back here to Lexington Christian Academy. Beautiful field, stadium. The facilities here, Gary, are wonderful. Softball, baseball, track. They have the soccer field right behind the visitor stands there.
Here is.
At one point, we had baseball, softball, soccer, and football all going on at the same time.
Yeah, that's right. When we came in, there was soccer. We saw the softball. Your daughter, William Warfield's daughter, Gracie, playing softball on the field next to us. Really good job. And their team is rated pretty high as 10-year-olds, right?
State champions, I believe.
Yeah, really good.
Here's a punt.
That one went straight up in the air.
And takes a bounce right back to Danville, and he grabs the ball, runs
He's
down
gonna
to
score.
the 30-yard line, and tackled at the 23-yard line.
That was
that was Cam Peters on good heads-up play by Peters.
Oh, it was an excellent play. Making that tackle, that was a hard thing to do. All by himself out on an island out there.
So the clock continues. 55 seconds. That's all that remains in this game. LCA is going to win it. It depends on what Danville does here, but they got it at the 23-yard line, 1st and 10.
Gary, can we agree on the player of the game here?
Oh, yeah, Tyler King.
Tyler King.
3 touchdowns, 180-some yards receiving.
That's,
incredible night.
Yeah, that's pretty incredible.
For Mr. King. Clock still running. 24 seconds. So Danville, they're going to play off here.
Yeah, good coaches. This is a learning experience for Coach Stonebreaker. He'll look at this film and he'll figure out some things. They're just letting it run off.
Dylan Kruger lets it run out. That's going to do it. And Lexington Christian Academy wins 49-18. They get some real important RPI points, beating number 2 in the RPI, Danville. And LCA, all intents and purposes, win the district championship, and they'll host at least the first 2 rounds, Coach.
That's a big move. That's really important, too. When you host those playoff games, it really makes a difference.
And the playoffs will start November 7th. LCA wins it 49-18. There's Oakley Watkins talking with Steve Stonebreaker, 2 great coaches. Stonebreaker's got to be up for Coach of the Year, Coach.
I would think so. Just first year there.
And then they lost 23 straight before he took the job.
Yeah.
Anyway, great game tonight for LCA. They win it 49-18. Coach, any final thoughts here on this game?
No, I was just really happy to be doing this game with my friend here from Pittsburgh, sitting here behind us, and great job of filming. And hopefully next week we're going to have a good one.
Yeah.
We're going to take a break and then
we'll take a break, and we'll come back and wrap it up here at LCA 49-18. Eagles over the Admirals.
Uncle Rick, where's this legendary fishing spot you keep bragging about?
Yeah.
It's a family tradition. Only the worthy get to know.
Uncle Rick, this doesn't exactly look like a fishing hole.
Every great trip starts with the essentials: gas, drinks,
and snacks.
Clark Pump and Shop, the first stop on every fishing trip.
Clark's may actually be the secret.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years.
Victor tonight for Lexington Christian, 49-18, as Davion Mukes has 3 TDs, but Tyler King matches him with 3 touchdown catches for LCA. They win at 49-18, Coach Meehan.
Yeah, there's the 2 coaches. First was LCA, and there's Coach Stonebreaker talking to his team. And like I said, coach, in this situation, you go home, you sit down, you have a cup of coffee in the morning, and you start thinking about what the problems were, get together with your coaches, and he makes some corrections, and they're going to be okay the rest of the year, no question. LCA has a chance of winning it this year. They really do.
They sure do.
And they can do it with rely on the strength of their offensive and defensive lines.
And great job, Coach Meehan, for giving us insight tonight, color commentary. Thanks, King of Stream, William Moorfield, for a beautiful picture. Joe Allen and Tori Bailey for doing great videography work up in the press box. And want to thank everybody from LCA. This Gary Ball, the final score, LCA 48-49 and Danville 18. So long from LCA.